This is Radio Biafra House Service coming to you via Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu from Olu province of Biafra London. We are here live and direct. Today is the 12th day of July 2025. Tata bo obochi eke in our own Igbo calendar. Therefore, I welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends, notwithstanding that I wanted to come earlier than this, but I've been here for almost 1 hour battling technical issues. Some of all these technical issues, honestly speaking, you cannot understand. Because some of them, you only have to do it when you are on air. Only you have to. If you try to do it other time, it might disrupt other broadcasts. That's why sometimes it's difficult. But I try to find out and change the thing immediately. Therefore, I welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends and well-wishers. Today being Saturday, the 12th day of the 7th month being July. We are here live and direct, and as we all may know, today is a day dedicated to discussions on religious issues, which we shall never shy away from. It is impossible to shy away from religion in this quest for self-determination, restoration of Biafra. During the time of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, in his preachings, because he preached everything, including religion, it was also principle to his teachings. Many of our people tried to discourage him, telling, no, this will bring a problem, this and that, but he said no. That he is not fighting against any religion, but he is fighting against the stupidity of black race, which was infused to us mostly via religion. Therefore, I am reiterating the same statement of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that we must make sure that we open the eyes of our people, that we fight against the stupidity of the black race, which also comes mostly from religion, religious belief. That is why the fight for genuine restoration of Biafra is intertwined with teachings about awakening. Because I know many of us, or most of us, might have known, if you care, that this is the era of African emancipation, African awakening. I was listening the other time to one mainstream media, and an analyst, a political analyst, used the same word. I'm telling you. He said there is no two ways about it, that this is the era of African awakening. I was overjoyed. Mainstream media, I'm telling you. The man, I think, is a Libyan. He's a good, very big political analyst. He said, this is the era of African awakening. He's a Libyan. I think he was a former Minister of Information during Gaddafi regime. He said the West should understand it, that the world know that this is the era of African awakening. That thing that the Europeans did in 14th to 16th century, their own era of awakening, this is our own time, the African awakening. Their age of awakening, this is our own age of awakening. That is the thing. So we must continue in order to liberate ourselves. Not only physical, because physical liberation is temporary. Physical liberation is temporary. When a people is being liberated or flag independence by temporal, only physical independence, it means flag independence. The people will gladly run back to their slave master and offer themselves willingly to their slave master. That is why you see Nigeria is a quagmire. That is it. That is why you see many African countries are quagmire. Nigeria is the worst. Are you hearing me? Because the mistakes that was done by the so-called liberators of many African countries was that they didn't accompany the physical liberation quest with the teachings that it needed. The teachings needed to also mentally guide the people. And that is why we are in a quagmire as Africans. That's why we gladly offer ourselves as slaves to the same colonialists that we run away from. Do you see the difference? But once we continue in this mental liberation, it will saturate everywhere. People will be pumped to the extreme. Now, you have done the work. The job is done. It is now people that will yearn genuinely. Majority of the people will rise up to yearn for their physical liberation. Because it starts from the innermost, the inner part. It's just like you cut a stump of tree. I mean a stump of a tree branch, and plant it. Maybe your her tree or her branch. You continue watering it. You continue watering it. You continue watering it. For maybe a few days, it seems nothing is happening. You don't know that watering, the manure it is absorbing, is building something inside. But for you, with physical eye, for just few days, you will not see anything until after some time, maybe 1 month. Just cut, or cassava stump. Within few days, you will see that the thing will burst out from somewhere, because it has been saturated inside. So it will offshoot and burst out from somewhere, and you will see it. You will see that it has cut off. It is catching off. Catching up. Why? Because it has been building inside without you knowing nothing about it. That is the need for this mental emancipation, awakening. That is why I'm going to talk a bit about the need for reasoning and knowledge. The need for reasoning and knowledge. That will be the topic of my submission, which maybe is going to be brief. But before that, I want to also commend the leadership of IPOB for accomplishing yet another milestone by opening an office, another license office in Malaga, Spain. Most of us saw it. In Malaga, Spain. When all these things are happening, many people don't understand the significance of all these. As our HDOA said, this is not only for or Biafrans, or even Spain only, having contact with Spain. No, but for other international bodies, we have grown that we must have fixed addresses. I don't know, maybe some people don't understand this. We must have fixed addresses that whenever either a country's diplomat or any organization or any nation wants to contact IPOB through, they will take phone and die that this is their address. When you check the yellow page of the country, you see Biafra license office and you dial. The same way you want, for example, Spanish consular or consulate in Abuja, in Lagos, in Nigeria, you check it up in your map, in yellow page, in the internet, and you see it. You see the direction. That is it. We are putting roots that we are not there before. Roots. Some people might be seeing this as a very simple thing. It's not as simple as you think. To show the zoo that we are recognized legally everywhere. They spent a hell of money, the zoo, and continue spending in order to push the international community to proscribe IPOB. But no way. Because they saw that what we are doing is our right. Self-determination is in the United Nations Charter. And there is no way you can deny a people from self-determination. It is our right to agitate for self-rule. That is it. So, we have our license office now in Malaga, Spain, the Basque region side of Spain. It's a fixed address. People now can call, can go there now to get information they need. Visitors could be received, just as a normal entity. That is how it is. So, don't think as you are watching it on BTV, you think it's an easy task. No, it wasn't easy. These are the things we need to get. These are the things we need to have as a freedom fighting movement. These are necessary tools, because when you don't have address, it seems you are just nothing, because there is no way to to locate you. We all knew or could see our former office in Germany. It became individual office for individual. Her name was used in registering it, which IPOB later found out, and nothing was happening there. They are just using just like that. Cannot even go there. No person goes there. When the door was opened, you see cobweb everywhere. You see dust, showing that people don't stay there. Do you see that? But we are changing the narrative. I am telling you, IPOB now is changing the narrative. That's why I say this struggle, all of us have equal stake. It is not a joke, for your information. Therefore, whatever that you are doing, do it with every of your might in order to contribute to our struggle. Our struggle. That is it. So, We must continue, and we say kudos to IPOB family worldwide, to IPOB in Spain, to our DOS. They are always wise. Now, without taking much time, let me just go through just few news headlines before I dive into the topic that I have today. I hope my voice is coming up. I hope so, because my dashboard is showing me everything is 50-50. But let me confirm by also listening, because let me come. Yes, my voice is coming out. It's coming out. So we must continue. We must continue. We must continue. Let me see. Yes, we must continue. So there is this news headline which I brushed the other day, but I want to also talk about it. The news headline was on 23rd June 2025. 23rd day of June, 23 June last month, 2025. It says pastoral crisis. 11 states embrace federal government ranching plan as killings surge. I want people to just open eye on something I'm going to say. They say pastoral crisis. There is no pastoral crisis. What is happening is something that we have said, cried it here, said it, shouted it. No way. Nigerians don't hear. People come and even risk their life and reveal things like the former military spy or military spook, Olanwumi. He said something, that there is something going on in Nigeria. The only people that can stop it are the rise of the people. That he himself talking, he shouldn't speak, because he belonged to the class of spies that shouldn't be heard, that people shouldn't know that even he is existing. Do you see how nations, the component of a nation, many things are involved? There are people that you should never know that they exist, but they are the ones playing very vital role in the country's security and other things. But he risked himself, come out and introduce himself. Said that there is something. Why he came out to talk about this? Because he has gone, what is going on in Nigeria has gone to the level that he shouldn't even keep quiet. And the interviewer asked him, what you are saying, what about your life? Are you not afraid that they might come after you and kill you? He said, if they kill me, it does not stop anything. It does not solve any problem. I am just like a cell in a body. Are you getting it? So, killing him doesn't solve any issue. He now saw it as a duty to come and speak to the public. But did Nigerians react? The answer is no. People continues moving sheepishly. And, to my surprise also, because of superstition, some people believe or think that the Fulani, we are using, or they are using magic wand to control Nigerians. And I completely disagree. It is a lie. There is nothing like that. It doesn't mean that they might not be doing their thing, even sacrificing, doing one thing or the other. But let me tell you, that thing does not work. Do you know what is working for them? Let me tell you. good political plan. Good, very good political plan. That is what has been working for the Fulani. Because I've asked this question, I continue asking. In a country of 230 something million, why is it that less than 1.5% of the population, I say less than 1.5% of the population is controlling the 98% plus, or almost 99%? You need to, that is something you need to investigate, to research, to understand. It goes back to tell you how a little Europe, little in size, in population, but they conquered the whole world. Okay, they use a juju, they use a abracadabra. No. Just hold on. Did they use the Europeans to conquer the whole world? The little Europeans, Europe. Started by mostly Portuguese and Spanish. They conquered the whole world almost. Did they use juju? The answer is no. They had a strategy, political strategy that works. That is the thing. Let us stop, all this nonsense superstition that the Fulani, they are using juju. Because when you allow this to sink inside you, you become helpless. That their juju big pass our own now. So there is nothing we can do than to pray. Make more prayer. Do you see the danger of accepting all these? Or do you now see the very, very dangerous to always push our mindset to something that is not proven? Oh, it's spiritual, it's occultic. It is a lies from the pit of hell. The Fulani use the same politics that the Europeans used to conquer the world. Whenever they go to a nation, they study the people to understand how are the people doing. If there are problems among them, they will now widen that problem, that small gap, small crack, into a gully by siding this side and also secretly siding the other side. Siding one side against the other. That is a divide and rule. Before you know, they introduce Christianity to make people now believe that the converted ones are, they now believe that the Europeans are their brother more than their own people, because they are in the same religion. That is the secret. So it makes the people to turn against themselves. Divided. Maybe you how do I say? You underrate division to conquer. You are underrating it. That's why if it is happening in Nigeria, you say no, it is juju, the Fulani are using juju. Never. No. Which means the Europeans also use juju to conquer others, to conquer the whole world. The indigenous people in America, they wipe them off. Why? Because the indigenous people in America, we are unable to come together as a people. It doesn't matter their tribes. We are not able to come together to fight their common enemy. Instead, each and every one of their tribes and clans were fighting the Europeans by themselves in their small capacity. It is history repeating itself in Nigeria. Sometimes I lack words to explain to people the mystery of what is going on. If I open mouth, it cannot come out the way I want it. I'm telling you honestly. People are underrating division and conquering. People are underrating it. They don't. You see exactly what is happening in Nigeria. Do you know the population of indigenous tribes in America? They are far more than the Europeans that invaded them, by far. But do you know what? The indigenous people were concentrated also in fighting themselves, bearing the grudge or grudges against each other. That this clan, this tribe, they wanted to take our land. We no go agree. They will go and attack them. Now the Europeans will come and side one against the other. When they side one and defeat the other, they turn against those that they side and clear them. That is what the Fulani is doing in Nigeria. Exactly what they are doing in Nigeria. And some people are saying they use the charm Nigerians about that. Stop this superstition. It's taking us behind. Because when somebody is channeling our mindset to believe in, they are using charm, which means you have to go and look for something bigger than charm. And what is that? They will tell you the name of Jesus, so you have to pray. That's why you have to pray on the first day, pray Psalm 25. The other time, pray, God will kill my enemies. Tuesday, pray, Chetam Jehovah. Wednesday, pray, don't forget, and a mix mix Nigeria. And you become busy doing nothing, pursuing shadows, thinking that is the solution. But you don't know that the tactics, the strategy is that makes the difference. Do you see Nigerians today? The Fulani, they are one set of people. They are the minority of minority in Nigeria. As they are striking, have you ever seen the indigenous people in Nigeria come together? Say, okay, let us form. We have indigenous people in Nigeria to combat this common menace. We have a common enemy. They will not do it. The work of the Fulani is to put problem. Do you see? To put enmity. No. Don't associate with Igbo. They will come and tell you, pump and plan. Don't associate with Igbo. They did this to us. They are domineering. They killed our Sadwar, like one that said, let me read a bit. Sheikh Sani Yahaya Jinkir. We Fulani will never forgive the Igbo for the killing of Sadwana. That was in Jos, July 11th, 2025. These are the weapons they use, sowing seeds of discord among indigenous people, so that you can never come together to fight them. So that everybody, Benin people will say, okay, we do it and fight. Let us have our vigilante. In Niger State, the indigenous people there, the Baggy people, they will gather, say, okay, we will have the vigilante. They will have them gone. They will be fighting by themselves. They don't care for other people. Now, when you come to in Igbo land, now Igbo land is divided into states now because we accepted it. Imo, we have, even in Imo, no common vigilante. It is by village, no coordination. The same way Igbo people have Igbo unions everywhere around the world, but no coordination. Each country is in of Igbo union, they are doing their own thing. How do you think that we can combat our common enemy? Oh, everybody will be wiped off. The same Fulani, you see the bandits every time they strike here and they gather. The same set of people. The bandits, that is the Fulani terrorists. They gather, they move from Nasarawa. After killing in Nasarawa, they will now move down. The same people move down to Benue and strike. From there, they move down to Kaduna and strike. Whereas the indigenous people cannot come together and say, no, let us, rise up and deal with this thing let us forget our differences. No. If you want to rise up as a people, if you want to bridge your differences among indigenous people, the Fulani, they will come and put confusion. Say, remember, how can you associate with Igbo? We are the Northerners. We are the North. They will now use Arewa, that is the North, in order to bring those that they are killing, the indigenous people, as one people. We are one with you. Remember, we are the North. If that one fell, they will say, no, we Muslims. These are if you are talking about Juju, these are the Juju they are using. Lack of cohesion and organization is the problem. Are you hearing what I'm saying? They must stop people from being together. That is where their power lies, because they know that any day people comes together, any day tribes now overlook their differences and come together to fight their common enemy. That day they are gone. That is why their fight is to be putting confusion between Igbo and the Yoruba. They will tell the Gbagi people that we are all North. Don't come to South with Igbo. They killed our Saduana. That is the Juju you are talking. That is the Juju. There is nothing else. Is it easy? Now go and organize people now. Do you think it's easy? Do you think it's easy as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu organize us together? Do you see what it took? Do you think it's easy? It's not easy. You can have capacities individual, but to organize us into one, one body is the most difficult thing. That is the weapon of the Fulani. They use Nigeria. Oh, one Igbos, they want to separate. Oh, Igbos, they want to destroy Nigeria. Nigerian military issue. Nigerian military episode now become turned into Igbo episode. Now Igbos kill Saduana. As if Igbo people gather together and say, as a separate entity, and say, look, we are going to kill Saduana. Who will champion it? And now they elected Zog to go and carry it out for them. This is how propaganda works. Propaganda, they don't give you any breathing space. They push everything to make sure that you don't be together. Are you hearing me? They make sure that you remain separated. You will be fighting the Fulani singly, individual community, individual village by individual village, and they will be taking everybody one by one, because you cannot be able to organize yourselves. That is the weapon of the Fulani, and that is the same weapon the Europeans used to conquer everywhere around, from Asia, Middle East, Africa, America, Eurasia, name them, everywhere. They will go in a place and stay as innocent people. They will be watching They will be watching. When they see the differences in tribes, when they see causes of problem, they will now attach to one side and do what? Support them in order to kill the other tribe, to fight the other. They will provide them weapons. Say, we love you. These people they need to be slaughtered. And those people will foolishly accept. Once as they are siding you to kill your brothers that are this different tribe, once they finish helping you, now they will turn against you. Say, come on, shut up. Go and study the history of Kingdom of Dahomey. It teaches a lot. You will learn a lot from it. The Kingdom of Dahomey. It was a warrior kingdom. I used to say it here. When you study it, you will understand how the Europeans work, how they were able to get conquer almost everywhere in the world. When they want the same system they are still using. When they need you, when they need your favor, your service, they will pretend as if, you are their best friend. As Trump, invited 5 African countries. Come on, you are my best friend, America best friend. How do you imagine America of all nations to be your friend? To the extent the president of the United States is inviting you. It's an honor to you. They will paint you to be that you feel that you are their best friend because they need something. They need something. They will be petting you as if they are your best friend. Once they get that thing from you, finish. You see them change. They will not be in command. If you talk, they'll tell you, hey, if you talk anything, remember we give you this, we give you that. If you talk anything, we have signed the agreement. You have no choice than to remain like that. Guy who kind of John. John now, and then you John go like that. You get where they go, do 10 hours. John it's no more for the giver, it's for him, for John. At the tray, finish. I move quick. That is how it is. John. Are you hearing me? That is how the colonizers work, and Fulani is playing directly to the gallery. But the people don't understand. They are naive. The Nigerians are there. The indigenous people are there watching. Fulani is swallowing everybody whole. They become helpless. They don't understand how it's happening. Some people are interpreting it as they use juju. It's because of the cow you are eating. They put something there so that no. I'm not encouraging eating cow, Fulani cow. I'm not encouraging it because it carry more diseases than nutrients. Please. But what I'm saying, it is not that superstition you are thinking that is working for them. No. They have very working strategy, political strategy. They are using. Why do you think they claim even Benue is a part of North? Could you remember during the time they want to transfer the capital, Nigeria capital, from Lagos to Abuja? Many of us knew that, even if we are small, but we knew something. I am here that time. I could remember they pay money to intellectuals, Southerners, including Igbos, to propagate the importance of transferring to a center. That is how they work. Are you hearing me? They have eloquent speakers, more educated people in the South. You know, Babangida just gave out the contract. Go and propagate. You know, Lagos is at the seaside. How can somebody from Bauchi, from Sokoto, Katsina just come down, is going to south? You know, it looks somehow now very far. We need to be from Gongola that time, Borno, Kebbi. You know, it's not easy. And we are one country. So we need a center where that could be accessible to everybody. And the intellectuals, Southern intellectuals, including Igbos, carried it. They pump money now. They carried it to preach. To preach every time on the television. NTA that time. There is a need to centralize the capital so that it will be access to everyone. That is what they pay the people to enslave themselves. Very funny, but it's not funny. That is how, this is the politics. Now, immediately they campaigned. Who campaigned? The people they are using from south. They paint it, it become very, very glorious that they are right in what they are saying. Look. Abuja is the center. So they now carry everything. Immediately they transfer everything to Abuja. Now they claim that place is not. It's no more central. It's not. It's part of the north. So may on no talk. That is how. It's not juju. They don't work. There is nothing like using juju. No. There is nothing like using juju. Stop accepting this all these mumbo jumbo superstitions. It doesn't. It makes you look very cheap and low in thinking. That is why today I'm going to talk about reasoning and knowledge. When you put out the right political strategy, you get the right result you want. The Fulani, they put it out. Are you hearing me? They make sure that every tribe is separated. They make sure not only even tribes, clans in a tribe like in Igbo tribe, they separated us. Oh, Goni say now, no, I'm not Igbo. Do you think that they are saying it, they are doing it just for, for doing sake? It is for a purpose. They make sure to tell them that, look, if you remove yourself from being Igbo, all the resources you have in your town, it's only you that will take it. So you don't need somebody from Anambra, far away Anambra, to come and claim the same Igbo with you. Now you'll be claiming that all is our thing. No. Do you see? They make sure to pump the greed in you. That is, these are the politics they put in place that is working. You are seeing the result now. They divided people into pieces, so that when you are talking of your side as a Ikwere, somebody from you must say put mouth to help you. Say no, don't help me. Not when we get what we want. Now you come and claim. Say because we are all able, so we will share it. You see where they are. These are the things the Fulani put in place in the mindset of people, so that we become divided into pieces, and the Fulani will be the overlord. Controlling here, controlling there, controlling here, controlling there. Do you remember when 2020? I will never forget this. The first time that Southern governors had a common meeting. First time in Nigerian history since independence. They have, 17 Southern governors meeting together. Igbos, Yorubas, all together. Do you remember all hell broke loose? We push you and show you where to fall. We tell you things with facts and figures. It's not long time, 2020. Due to the same Fulani headsmen genocide everywhere. The South knowledgeably, they reasoned and said, no, if we don't come together, all of us are going to be wiped off. And the governors, for first time in the history of Nigeria, they came together and had a meeting. And what happened? The Fulani ran basic, because they know that once the South come together, they are finished. They are finished. They went to Britain. They lobbied America to put pressure on their individual stooges in southern, both Yoruba and the Igbo the politicians, to tell them to stop meeting together. That Nigeria is not meant for you and the Igbo to work together. Why don't here I provide something very elementary example, so that you watch. Why haven't you seen any maybe Yoruba candidate, Yoruba president with Igbo deputy, or Igbo presidential candidate with Yoruba deputy? Why haven't you seen it since you were born in Nigeria? It doesn't exist. Because Britain created Nigeria to be so, and the Fulani will be the on the height of the apex, controlling everybody. So you don't need to be together. Yoruba and Igbo should never in any way work together politically. It is an anathema. So that was what happened 2020. The whole Fulani politicians, they were jittery. They were firing in all cylinders. I could particularly remember one that was, I think, a Chinese television, telling the Igbos that, look, the Yorubas killed you in the civil war more than even the Northerners. So you working together, being together with them, is you are dining with your enemy. I said, but what concern you? Not be our pen. Is there? I shake head. I say, okay. Once we are together, it's our redemption. But they will never allow it. They will use everything possible in order to tear us apart. That is the way they do. That's why you see, we can say he's not an Igbo. His language is Igbo. His name is Mwike. Yes, Mwike. Forget remove N, put Wike. But he says he's not an. They rewarded him with by giving him federal capital. That yes, you are a slave. That is the politics, the strategic politics that is working for the Fulani. Division of people into piecemeals, so that they will be swallowing each and every one of us piecemeal by piecemeal. How many vigilantes you have all over Nigeria? Every state you have with vigilantes in every community, but are the Fulanis not on the rampage? Ask yourself why. Because people are not together. You will see a vigilante in this village. They don't even collaborate with the other village because they have issues with the other village. So if Fulani is attacking that village, they leave. It's not their village. Instead, they will say, okay, we will protect our own village. That is what the Fulani want. That is the strategy that is working. And do you see now, according to the news of 23rd June 2025, it says pastoral crisis. 11 states embrace federal government ranching plan as killings surge. It's not a Fulani man in power. Do you remember when I told you I analyzed the modus operandi of the Fulani in Nigeria? They use the non-Fulani to even make their die-hard agenda that is not possible with a Fulani person in power. They use the non-Fulani person in power in order to achieve it. And the people will see it and keep quiet. Do you remember during Buhari time? He come for Ruga. Everybody was shouting, he's a Fulani man, no? Hey, no Ruga or anywhere. We are not giving land, no. We are not everywhere shouting. He go through river. So they say, no, now Fulani man we see, now Fulani agenda, now Islamization, no Fulanization, every Nigerians are shouting. Now he is out of power. Tinubu is a Yoruba man. They gave him the mandate that you must get this ranch all over Nigeria. And it's happening and Nigerians are no more shouting. Don't you see that? Or is God not wonderful? Nigerians are no more shouting the way they are shouting during this guy, Buhari time. Anywhere Buhari put hand, they say now Fulani, hey, everybody, hey, now Fulani is. Now Yoruba man is effecting that agenda properly, quietly, and no person is talking, no person is rising up. The Yoruba, if you rise up to talk, Yoruba will bring you down, say, you want to disturb our presidency. I beg, leave. Now Igbo man, they will, they will connive with Fulani to bring you down. Say that is how they work. Before we know it, the ranches that we are being rejected during Buhari regime will be affected by it peacefully. Before you know it, you are having a Fulani as your neighbor in your village. Do you see how they work? I think I saw somewhere in Benue, Hyacinth Alia has donated how many acres, thousands of acres of land to build Nigerian Navy in Benue. And no person is crying, saying it's a Fulanization, it's Ruga. But when they say they are building Navy, they are building military, is Fulani, the same thing, is the same thing. Do you see how they use the non-Fulani in power in order to pressure him? This is what you have to do. And he's doing it. And the Nigerians will keep quiet. Because most Yorubas will no longer be shouting. They look at, they say, this is our brother, so let us leave him. If you talk and say, and the Igbo man, they will come after you, saying the Igbo man want to destroy Nigeria, leave him. Before you know, he's gone. Who is the first person that initiated Sharia? Is it a Fulani man? No. It's under Obasanjo. Very clean. No person even protested again. Nigerians didn't cry. No outcry. No. Obasanjo just simply said, don't worry, it will die by itself. It's a political Sharia. Don't worry. They will die and live. Today they are increasing. I think they are putting Sharia in Kwara, and it's coming to both a Middle Belt and even Biafra land. That is it. Are you getting it? This is the juju you say they are using. Some people are believing the nonsense, so they are using the Fulanese using juju to hypnotize everybody. Come on, this is a political strategy, very common political strategy, right from time immemorial that is working. Division, divide and conquer. Now, let me read a bit. 11 states are taking steps to commence ranching as a way to address the age-long violent clashes between herders and farmers, which have claimed several lives, the Punch report, which have claimed several lives, the Punch reports. Are you seeing how they are writing it? Oh, now peace is coming finally. 11 states are taking steps to commence ranching as a way of addressing the age-long violent clashes between herders and farmers, which have claimed several lives, the Punch reports. Do you see how they are turning everything upside down? When you hear that, the Europeans, they came and they conquered a nation, they took over the indigenous people in America, it's like this. It's happening in our presence. In 21st century, and we are busy trading. We are busy being happy, going about our business. It's happening. It's happening. The same system the Europeans use in killing almost all the indigenous Americans. That is what the Fulani are doing. It's happening in our presence. Because of tribalism. Because of my brother is in power. The Yoruba, they are overlooking all these things. They are not crying like before. Do you see that? I told you also, Obasanjo openly was the first, or is the first Nigerian president to openly ratify Nigeria membership in Organization of Islamic Conference. Before Obasanjo, it was an uproar right from the time of Gowon till Obasanjo regime in 1999. Every time it was being preached in churches. Oh, we should never allow Nigeria to be a member of OIC. The president, the government is trying to put it. So everybody's eye was sharp. Any slightest thing. So they were doing, because the Northerners were in power. The Fulani and their agents in the North were always in power that time. They waited. They endured. They can endure. When Kunle Olanwumi, the military spoke, was saying something about the Fulanization of Nigeria, which he called Islamization, but I call it Fulanization. Now, one of the interviewers, journalists, asked him, how do you think that this is possible? To Fulanize Nigeria, is it possible? The man laughed and said, of course it is possible. He said, these people are patient. It might take 1 year, it might take 10 years, it might take 50 years, it might take 100 years and more, but it will happen. Don't you go and listen to it again? You hear it. You hear him very well. He said, because these people are patient enough. They have the whole patience in this world. The whole patience. If this generation dies, they are indoctrinating the next generation of their agenda. They always indoctrinate the next generation, their children, of the agenda, so that they don't stop. So they continue. If the generation come and die, others will continue. The next generation continue until they achieve their goal. Don't you see, since 1804, that Ottoman Danfodio started his fight to Fulanize the indigenous people, mostly the Hausa people and other ethnicities in the north. They have not stopped till today. Are you hearing me? They never stop. They continue. They say that they make sure that the goal of their great-grandfather, that Nigeria they should see Nigeria as the estate of their great-grandfather. Can you do that? They have something you don't have. They are consistent, and you are not. Look at the Biafra struggle. Some people now say, nah, this thing don't take a long time. Nah, and when will this thing happen now? Nah, since 12 years, since 10 years. They look them, they laugh. Whereas the Fulani have been fighting since 1804, calculate it, 1804 till 1904, that is 100 years. 1904 till 2004, 200 years. 2004 till 2025, 221 years. Will you have the patience like them? The generational consistency they have, you don't have it. Because you become deviated. Nah, make we guys right here. Nah, beg. I don't know this again. I beg. Me, I no sure say this thing go get head again. That is average Igbo man. Now, before I lose everything, make I live my life. I beg. I don't know whether this thing go get head again. How do you think that you will not continue being a slave to those that are consistently consistent? How? No, tell me now. How do you think so? Because you are not consistent. You are always deviated. You want everything sharp, mercantile mentality. You buy now, you sell immediately and make your money. If that one does not give you immediate cash, now you change immediately. That is how you are. Listen, this is what Ahmad Bello told his people in 1960, that they must continue. Listen.
This new nation called Nigeria shall be an extension of the estate of a great father, Usman Dan Fodio.
Do you see, when Ottoman Dan Fodio fought the Hausas and other ethnicities to conquer them, Nigeria was never there. Listen to me attentively. The British came and created Nigeria. It didn't stop them, their vision and their goal. Why do you think this type of people will not succeed? If it is you, say, now leave now, let bygone be bygone. We are now in new Nigeria, in a place called Nigeria. So I beg, leave that one. Let us concentrate. We gotta move forward. How do you think that you are not going to be a slave to this consistent, very hard-hearted, consistent set of people? No, you know why I'm saying this all the time? I want to challenge you the way you behave mentally when it comes to our collectivity. You see the difference now? The man addressed them, whereas Azikiwe was interested in the new Nigeria. Oh, I want to be a president of this new Nigeria. This other one told his people, say, look, it doesn't matter that there is Nigeria. Are you hearing? This should not remove our eyes to the goal. So, this new nation called Nigeria should be regarded, is bringing them back to focus, should be regarded as the new estates of their great grandfather. So forget about Nigeria, it's the same thing. So we focus to conquering them, so that our focus will never be changed. Whether they call it Nigeria, whether they call it anything, our focus is there, conquer everybody, let everybody be under us. Whether they call it Nigeria or anything. Why do you think that these people will not be on top? No, tell me now. Unless you become more radical and focused and consistent than them. That is the only thing. Are you hearing what I'm saying? The only way for you to be more than them is to be more focused than them as a people. Newton's third law of motion, he says, action and reaction is equal and opposite. Without any action, there will be no equal reaction. When you have a force, a big force, and it encountered little force other than equal force, that force will continue moving. It will not stop until it encounters a force that is even bigger than it. Now it will hit or jamming, it will crash and stop. So listen to consistent people. Listen.
This new nation called Nigeria shall be an extension of the estate of a great father, Usman Dan Fodio.
watch that word, the word they use. Very right word. You know, they use word. These are the things you call juju. Fulani use. No. He used the right word. He said, shall be the extension. Do you get it? Because for ordinary Fulani, they will worry, say, does this Nigeria stop our, which means, our agenda has stopped because there is Nigeria, we are one Nigeria. He said, no, this Nigeria should be regarded as the extension of the estate of our great-grandfather, Ottoman Danfodio, which means we must push on. Let us push on in this conquest ideology. It doesn't matter what is being called, whether it's Nigeria, anything, we must push on. It's only name that changes. But our agenda continues. That is it.
We must ruthlessly prevent a change of government. We must use the people of the Middle Belt as willing tools, and the people of South as conquered territory, and never let them rule over us. Never let them control their own future.
Do you see the goal? When Nigeria was, this was a statement made. Let me see the date.
Speech by Sir Ahmadu Bello on 12th October 1960.
12th October 1960. 11 days after the flag independence of Nigeria. So he has to address his people. Give them the code that look, it doesn't matter that we are in Nigeria. It doesn't mean that our goal has stopped. This is our goal. Whether we call it Nigeria or anything, our goal remains the same. We must in our head put Nigeria as the extension of the estate of our great-grandfather, Ottoman Danfodio. Is it not the template with which the Fulanis are working? Don't you see that? Is it not the template? That's why they say they own Nigeria. And rightly so. And that is why they now give you, they tell you that, look, 11 states embrace federal government ranching plan as killings surge, and 11 states are taking steps to commence ranching as a way to address the age-long violent clashes between herders and farmers, which have claimed several lives, the Punch reports. While some states have allocated lands for ranching, many others have pledged lands, and a few are developing policies that will guide the initiative as a viable business venture. Do you see how the Fulani are progressing? They are succeeding. 11 states have already embraced the federal government ranching, which is Ruga. He said, why some states are allocate land for ranching, many others have pledged lands. Are you seeing it? And a few are developing policies that will guide the initiative as a viable business venture. They will put it now, encourage you, lend money. Our people now, what they know is now how to make money. After all, what Joseph Carlo promoted Fulani cows, he says he's a way of making money. So he's into the business too. They promote it as a business for you. Your conquest becomes a business venture, which you have to earn money. You get money from it. You dive into self-conquest, and you are making money out of it. The same way the Europeans made slave trading a lucrative business, even for Africans themselves. Catch a slave, sell to us, you make money. When you catch a free slave, free person, you just abduct. It's very free now. Just few people, you arrange a few gangs. They go into any person, just like kidnapping that is going on today. Kidnap and they pay you millions. It's the same thing. They made the conquering yourself. It becomes lucrative business for yourself. For some of you, Igbo will come and entice you. They entice our Africans. you catch your brother, bring him, we give you money, we give you champagne. All those things we give it to you, very nice. They entice you, you say, once you start it, you finish. You are making money out of, that is the way the Fulani, the template they are using, the blueprint. The same European style of conquest. Some states now paint the whole cow business, ranching, for Ruga, they paint it with different words. It becomes lucrative. Even you dive into there. They give you loan, you dive there, don't worry. You make money. As you are making money, you are helping in Fulanizing your people, including yourself, without knowing it. Here we open your eyes. If you, unless you are pretending to sleep, because we can never wake somebody that is pretending to sleep. It's only somebody that is in deep sleep, we try to wake him. But once you are pretending to sleep, there is no way somebody you'll be awoke or you'll be woken. Are you hearing me? So now the states ready to commence ranching are number 1, Lagos, Plateau, Ondo, Zamfara, Bauchi, Delta, Niger, Kano, Jigawa, Nasarawa, and Anambra. That is why that idiot, the governor of Anambra State, he went to America and started campaigning for Fulani. He said, no, all these things you people are hearing is propaganda. Fulani, they are angels, they are not killing people. No, it's Igbo youths. I put it on my timeline where because his son is an Igbo youth, one of the kidnappers, dancing. He's a responsible criminal kidnapper son because he's an Igbo youth. He says it's Igbo youths that are doing it. So his son is among. Do you see the template? They give you blueprint. As they are doing it, everything will be moving into states, moving into the normal positions. People will not detect anything. Before people can detect what is happening, it's too late. It's already too late. That is why Radio Biafra, we have been shouting. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu went to World Igbo Congress 2015. How many years today? 10 years ago. Telling them we need guns and bullets. And they made mockery of him. Do you see? The same way, we continue shouting and telling you that they are coming, they are doing it. But you are helpless. What you are seeing, they paint it as money making venture. Come now. Remember that at the peak of all these crimes and the shoutings, Niger State volunteered to give the whole Fulani part of their state. Say, come, we have land to accommodate you. The land can accommodate the whole cows, even in West Africa. But they say no. Fulani said no. We are not going to stay one place. We need ranching everywhere in Nigeria. Why do they need this? Is Ruga, so that it will be the launching pad now from wherever they are, and Nigerians are not seeing it. And Nigerians shouting no because Fulani man is not in power. It's no more Buhari. So everything Tinubu does as a non-Fulani is palatable. Everybody is keeping quiet. The same way people kept quiet when they were giving them Sharia states. Nigeria, the same thing. Why would they keep quiet? They were sponsoring it. Look at one revealed the Bill Gates M16 CIA-linked NGOs directly involved in writing Nigeria's security, health, food, and tax laws. That is it. Because the nonsense and messy situation Nigeria is programmed to be so. I don't know whether we even talk about our religious topic. It will be too short. I will leave it for another next Saturday, please. I will leave it for next Saturday, please, because I need to bring out some things, please. Now, let me continue. All this, the states ready to commence ranching are Lagos, Plateau, Ondo, Zamfara, Bauchi, Delta, Niger, Kano. Committing abomination against Igbos in a town hall meeting in Maryland, USA. And nobody will get that because he told them, if I'm if I'm in power, if you people give me, he told the caliphate, if you people give me second chance, Anambra have already volunteered. We commence ranching. We commence the Ruga. Remove that ranching, put it to Ruga. We commence Ruga in Anambra. So that's why they give him the task. Go to America and exonerate the Fulani and pin everything on your people. Are you connecting the dots? That is what happens. And nothing happens to him. Because we don't even know. We don't know, as our people are busy dancing, buying and selling penny afo. Before we know it, it's already too late. Before Nigerians understood what is happening, the Fulani have taken over everywhere. Do you see? Before Nigerian indigenous population, understood what is that there is a Fulani agenda. Is it not during Buhari time that he made it open? Because they know that the time has come for them to strike openly. They have been planning, preparing, putting things together. Gideon Oka planned the coup and was, he almost succeeded. Ikenwachuku Omar Sanda helped Babangida to bring him down, and people clapped. Are you hearing me? People clapped that, the coup was thwarted. They didn't know that was the time that the indigenous people wanted to rise up. We helped even our enemies to continue swallowing. It's now our people are saying, this Fulani, they use juju on everybody. They don't use juju. When they were doing their planning, putting everything in place, you were sleeping. You don't even know what is happening. You don't know. It's now when you are seeing the results of everything, now you are talking. As Tinubu is in power, he's a Yoruba man. They are the same Ruga that was tried to be effected by Buhari and got resistance. Now he's doing it quietly. Everybody is like, no problem. Now Tinubu now Yoruba man like me, so no problem. Igbo man no put to sand of our gario. Man no talk anything. Let him do. He's good. Do you see how the Fulani are in charge of everything? Before you know it is too late. Before you rise up, what happened? What happened? Where are we when these things were happening? We are there, but they used the invisible hand, and they were doing it. But Radio Biafra was shouting it, but you didn't. You said no. This na Biafra, the people na Biafra. They want to separate Nigeria. If Nigeria remains as a country, it must be Fulanized. No eat and no peace. For Nigeria to remain a country, it must be under the Fulani Caliphate. There is no two ways about it. If you want to be against Igbo, your hatred of Igbos will also kill you. This is division, divide and rule. The same way the Europeans conquered every other place on this planet. They come, they look at ethnic tensions. Now they increase the volume so that the people will never be together to fight them as a people. They will never agree to fight them. That is the reason why you see Church, Catholic and CMS, that is Anglican, had roots. They have roots in our land. That is the origin. For your information, study history and know something. Because of a clannish tension between Onisha and Obosi, I've said it here several times. Church Missionary Society, that is CMS, that is Anglican, first of all, entered Onisha. They didn't look very well. Not that they love what the people are preaching. They don't even care. They don't even want to know the details of what they are preaching. But they entice them that you have foreign partners. They now say, oh, we have foreign partners that can help us to deal with the Obochi people. What I'm telling you is a historical reality. It is what gave these churches the roots they have in our land today. Pentecostal came yesterday now, 70s, and from America mostly. So I'm talking about the roots of Christianity in our land. The same divide and rule, the foolishness of indigenous people. Instead of gathering together to fight their common enemy, they sheepishly they eat themselves raw. The same way they are doing in our villages today. Let me tell you something. There is something that is going on in our, I'm not saying in Biafra land, but in our various villages. Because as you are listening to me, even you are in, I'm not even saying only you are outside Nigeria, you are in Onisha town, in cities, you are in Abao main town doing your business. Maybe you have a house, they are living, okay. You are in Iguacha, in Port Harcourt, where they say Port Harcourt. You are in Lagos, in Abuja, in Kano. Just as today, I want you to prick your mind by yourself. Can you go to your village? As on your name, go to your village of where your father, your parents are. Can you go there today and be free, moving around like before? Talk less of people that are living abroad. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Can you go there? Can you go to your village in Igbo, in any part of Igbo land, and be free, freely walking together, move around, go and visit people, and say, Lagos or Batana. You stay there 1 day, 2 days, 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month. Be moving freely. As on your name of No, I want you. Oh God, we are losing it. I'm telling you. Talk less of it come from Obodo Yibo. You go and relax in that. Even that I'm not talking of maybe a nearby city in our town or in in your own village. You build a house there or your father's house, anything. Now you stay there. Coolly, sleeping while closing your 2 eyes, no problem. You stay there 1 day, 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, 2 months, no problem. Tell me, tell me now. Judge yourself. We are losing our land. They made sure they sponsor criminals to be in our villages. Because if you are there, either you are with security, you hire security, either police or even bad people, criminals as your security. You understand? People that will be giving you information every minute. Yes, I think you don't. No. Is that how it's supposed to be? Is that how it's supposed to be? We are losing our land without knowing it. If you go now to your village, pam, you make a you can meet on your but before I'm but pam, you can look more kada. Hapo ya ka remakwana ema okada pam echeme no nimulo ema okada because ema no ndiga bi eburugi. You don't know ndiga bi eburugi. Do you see how we are diminishing in our land? Before you know, you go to the nearest city near your village where you can relax at least a bit with 1 eye, not 2 eyes closed. You go to the nearest, if you don't have a house there, you can lodge in a hotel or lodge in your brother's place or anything like that. Is that how it's supposed to be? The answer is no. We are losing it. Nigeria, they are sponsoring criminals to take over our villages. And remember, our villages are the primary source of life in our land, in Igbo land. When they make sure that nobody can come to the village now without, their permission of the bad people, now they start coming to the city. Because you cannot come to the village now, anyhow. And in a village, you must either compromise and become a bad person like them, or they eliminate you. That is Nigeria for us. It's a death trap. Nigeria is a death trap for Biafrans. We are talking of not their lands. In our villages, go on from Spain. Can you go to your village, your papal house, and stay openly, measure like one for, without settling any security or settling anybody? You measure a house and you are even what? Can you do that? You must settle people in order to stay in your own place. We are losing it, honestly. All these things, the only solution is what we are doing, and we must be consistently consistent. I say we have not risen to the level of radicalism or radicality that this freedom fighting merits the freedom fighting. We are still on below level. We are still below level. I don't know to that distance. Somebody like Chuku Masolo he couldn't make that statement now, because somebody that when you get mayor here, come on, he doesn't and when I hear here now. I get what you got sacrifice or only I got the chota no person, you do it by yourself. That is how it should be. We are still below belt, and that is why we continue crying, lamenting. They are killing us. The Fulani are killing because they are more, they are more radical. Definition of diffusion from area of higher concentration. Before you diffuse, you must concentrate high. That is when you pump a balloon, it will reach the maximum elasticity. Hooke's law. When you draw elastic, it will before it break it, that distance it will reach to maximum. Now we burst the balloon will burst. So, for you to diffuse to other places, in order to smell to other places, you must be highly concentrated first. That is the radicalism. If they radicalize, when the group de-radicalize like this, people now, announce on your chiku, oku de ayasana, hey, Nekuno Macandia. A man, how we can organize a mononia on your hand, because Ekukuna. Before a choice, Shigacho, Ekukuna. Agua soludo say Ekukuna, because. Nde akakwade radical carry and the Fulani because that is how it's supposed to be, but we are still below level because we love life. When a weak person so that dear S order. A weak human being, that is how they behave. Hey, but we must continue. We must continue. So, the development comes against the surge in killings in Benue and Plateau communities linked to armed headers but they arm the headers. But they are saying it is pastoral crisis, the headers of farmers clash. Why clash when there are armed headers but no armed farmers? Do you see how they contradict themselves? This zoological jungle, primitive jungle republic called Nigeria. They are media. Armed headers but no armed farmers. Now how will there be clash? You have armed headers, armed Fulani headsmen. Now they are using sophisticated assault rifles, moving on, killing people in the village, and you are calling it is a clash. Come on. So it is the part of the agenda, bigot agenda. After all, Dr. Njemazi also risking his life, his dear life, to come and talk to Nigerians. They ask him, what do you think will be the solution? Is the Nigerian government to do so? He said, no, Nigerian government cannot do this. It's the people to rise up. Let me tell you, do you see why people, even when they enter politics, they represent Nigerians, they steal the whole money, they loot. Because you cannot fight for Nigerians. You fight, you die like a chicken, you die for nothing. Amechi said it, because they cannot rise up. Nothing you can. I say Njemazi, he never keep quiet. Maybe Bigot would have sent a message to him, say, taunting him, say, you think Nigerians will hold it under our feet? Do you think that they will listen to you? They used to send out these messages to them. You have cried, you have gone everywhere in the media. Which Nigerian listen to you? Because we send him message. Go, I have told you, come, I give you money. Bring doctors like you. I give you money, you live life. Become billionaires in dollars. Say you are defending Nigerians. We hold Nigerians like we hold them hostage. There is nothing you can do that can make them rise up. What happened to your revelation? Did he will tell him, maybe he will tell him, I'm going to Nigeria and Tinubu, their president, will host me and give me a national honor. That is it. So, and he did it. Do you see? So when people tell you that, look, they're Fulani, they use juju, they are hypnotizing them. Come on, Shebapo. We don't want this superstition. I'm telling you, when people do their homework very well and continue being consistent, it doesn't matter the generation pass and another generation, they continue pushing. They don't relent. That is the quality they have, and that is what you don't have. Are you hearing me? You know, some people even before. Do you know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu broke the record? He entered into where many, even where angels are afraid to step in by talking about Biafra. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu talking it openly. Today, Biafra could be used as a word. Before, it was an anathema to even pronounce Biafra. You fear somebody behind you, maybe before they hear it, you say, hey, Biafra won't come. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu broke that record. Do you know that? And today, it is no more anathema. That is it. So, we must continue in what we are doing. Stop being weak. You know, you might see yourself that you are strong. No. When people are mentally weak, you do something for just some time, you tire, say, oh boy, nah, this thing we do. Nah, some people are cashing in. They are using it to make money. I beg, how can I be doing this? I beg. Nah, don't tire, make I go live my life. That is mental weakness. That is why our fathers fought for 3 years and on a balaga. Not that I'm not mocking the police. They fought like lions. But what annoys me is the way the thing just stopped. And not to stop automatic. Boom! Stopped. No, nothing. No radicals gather themselves on the ground and say, let us be doing so. If we die, we die. No problem. It is very sad. That is the thing. That is the weakness. Now we have many reasons to justify failure. Not in IPOB. Either we succeed or we fail. We fail. All of us. I will say all of us. Both Mazi Jonathan. No excuse. When you see people like South Sudan to fighting real war, not with the bomb, attack everywhere. 39 years. Can you do that? Can you do that? Not when people the DOS, they don't send me money to buy data, so I go come out on air. I will talk against them. Nah, they eat money. That's why they chop money. No, I know the no person even pay even my house rent. They not pay my house rent again. They not say we there for Nigeria. You are watching idiots, animals. As if Biafra is for one person. I say, if IPOB fell, all of us fell. No person is spared. No person. One of you guys say, no, I didn't fail. Oh, you fell. Shut up, because of your stupidity. So that is why. We should never allow the Fulani to outsmart us or continue outsmarting us. Are you hearing me? Because they remain focused since 1804 till death. They remain focused towards their goal, their agenda set by their great grandfather Ottoman Danfodio when Nigeria was not even born, and Nigeria came into being. It didn't stop them. It didn't deviate the agenda. Say, okay, let us embrace one Nigeria. They said, no, we must. The first address by their leader said, let us not allow Nigeria to deceive us, or the formation of Nigeria to deceive us. It is the same thing, the same agenda. Let us now have a mental vision or a mental painting of Nigeria as the extension of the estate of our great grandfather Ottoman Danfodio. He put words into them, and they continue preaching it in their mosques, telling themselves in their radios. When you see the Fulani, they carry small transistor radio, they are listening. You see, Igbo man that doesn't care about information. What he cares for, what matters to him is gossip. Nah, see, he have his data in that zoo is to listen to WhatsApp gossip. Nah, say kwa? Hey, nah, see you. He doesn't listen to the main thing, the reality that is coming out from Radio Biafra. He doesn't care. No, it's not palatable to him now. It's not going to make him laugh. Neither is he going to make him have money. That is where Igbo man judge. Are you seeing it? So they are coming. They are coming. The Ruga is on top gear, but Nigerians are quiet because the person that is in the helm of affairs of Nigeria is not a Fulani. He's a Yoruba man, and he will put Ruga everywhere. Before Nigerians understand it, it has gone. Now, when he finish, if another Fulani man say, people start lamenting, they say, no be me put them on Tinubu, so the thing is there. Ruga has been there, so it must continue remaining. Did any person remove Sharia again? Is it not Obasanjo that put it there? If during that time, when people talk, no, don't put Gary for our, sand for our Gary. Now our turn. Now Yoruba man. Igbo man want talk because on lose the election. That is one thing. You want cry because we no give on the election now. That's why you want to tarnish the image of our brother. Nigeria, the way they work Nigeria, the only solution is separation of Nigeria, balkanization, and nothing more. Otherwise, if you weigh Nigeria anyhow, 360 degrees, there is no way to fix it. Because they have scattered the mentality of people to hate each other to the highest, to hate Igbo people to the highest. People cannot come together now. People cannot come together in order to face their common enemy. No way. You are talking of other people. Igbo people even. This one say I'm Delta Igbo. I'm not Igbo, I'm Delta. Oh, Ogani, I'm not Igbo, I'm Rivers man. This one say I'm Ikwere, I'm not Igbo. I beg, no put me. I don't want on this thing. No, come here. How do you think that the Fulani will not succeed? Tell me. The other day, don't you see how the Ikwere people were protesting? Ogoni. No, they are doing their own thing, and you think only them can do it. We are saying let us join hands together. The only body that can join us together is Biafra. Is ESN that is being sponsored commonly by all of us, the whole Biafrans, irrespective of your clan. That is the only solution. The only solution. Mass attack, mass defense. That is the only way they could make warriors succeeded for 31 good years. Mass attack, mass defense. Until they started seeing themselves as now we they die more. Now, I've been saying this several times. That is, if I'm talking, you think it's history, it's a historical fact. The failure of Ekumeku, when they started infighting, quarreling among themselves, this side say, this clan say, now we be your half, now we they go defend everybody, now we they fight more. Your people are weak, and the other say, no, now we be the warrior. Now look at our men, they die. We come defend this side, only us. And now they say, okay, if that's the case, let us everybody go defend your town, and that is the end. That was the end. When Britain will be on massive onslaught against one town, the other ones will keep quiet. Say, don't worry. When you reach, they call their youth, say, no, no, go anywhere. Make we defend our own side, our own territory. They will finish their brother. They will enter another village and clear that, because small villages, they are not into the capacity or capability of Britain. British onslaught. They started taking them. They say, these people are piecemeals now. After clearing this, they go to this. After killing the massacring this side, they go to this village. One by one, they were Ekumeku warriors started falling because they were no longer cohesive. That is what the Fulani is doing. Are you hearing me? How can a little percentage of people, very minute, tiny, less than 1.5% of Nigerian population be killing all Nigerians? Tell me why. Some people will be saying, no, Nigerian military is with... Come on, shut up. The Fulanis, are they the only people in the Nigerian military? How many is Nigerian military? Do you know that if Nigeria... Do you remember NSAS protest? No, it's what happened 5 years ago now. He never tell now. NSAS, the military run out, they throw gun, run out. How many people will you kill? What, it's only only southern part only that reacted. They sent the whole Boko Haram military. They run away now. If, for example, 1 million people are coming and you have 200,000 military shooting, how many will they shoot? They will come and I'm saying 1 million. 1 million is too much, you know. If 50,000 people crowd coming, you'll be killing people. They will be dying, yes. But the people are coming. They will come and they will catch you and tear you into pieces with hand. Carry gun. Carry that you are gone. Didn't you see 2020? Nigerian military, they ran. None of them wear uniform again. They ran. They start to hide and say they are civilians, because everywhere on the rampage, both military, military garrisons, police checkpoint, all of them ran because the population rose up spontaneously. That is how it's supposed to be. But they put the virus of ethnicity, tribalism. They know now. They know what to do. Oh, now Igbo man they cause this. So Yoruba na de mumu. Igbo man want to destroy your property in Lagos. Comrades started, fighting each other. That is where the thing fell. They use diplomacy and stopped the whole thing. Not military power. If the population rise up, they will chop all of them in Nigeria. Under 24 hours, they will clear all of them. With the military, they clear everything. Because when thousands of people invade the military barrack, imagine 200,000 people invade the barrack. How many are they going to shoot? You throw bomb. The people will catch you. They will carry gun. Once there few people get gun, finish. You are everybody. The military. They will slaughter them. But they cannot do it because they lack cohesion. They sow Igbo hatred on them, and that is what is destroying Nigeria. That is it. So there is no way Nigeria will succeed as a country. Balkanize, Nigeria, separate Nigeria, and you see people now will take charge of their nations one by one. Now, once Nigeria is balkanized, the Fulani agenda will no longer be there. Their plan will be scattered because there is no more Nigeria to be the estate of their great grandfather. No more. No more. No person will allow them now. There is no more Nigeria they are using. No more, nothing more. Everybody to your tent. If you say Fulani in your place, say, where are you? Everybody will start pursuing them spontaneously. So they will not have time or have the manpower in order to be here and be there. No. That is the only secret. It's very simple but difficult. Very, very simple but difficult. This is where I'm going to stop. I will go into few minutes break so that when I come back, I will open the lines so that people will start calling in. Today, I defer my religious teaching till coming Saturday, please. Do not go away. I'll be right back.
This new nation called Nigeria shall be an extension of the estate of a great father, Usman Dan Fodio. We must ruthlessly prevent a change of government. We must use the people of the Middle Belt as willing tools and the people of South as conquered territory, and never let them rule over us. Never let them control their own future. Speech by Sir Ahmadu Bello on 12th October 1960. Gentlemen of the press and great people of Yoruba land and Nigeria, we welcome you to this epoch-making section convened to brainstorm on how to safeguard the security of lives and properties of our people.
Igbo Igbo, ekele m unu. Ọlọlọ Nneka Chimeze na-ekwu, aka na-ewetakwara unu ọnọdụ Igbo. Ebe anyị na ụgbọ awụ oburu isi ụzọ. Ebe anyị ga-echikọ ọtọ gawa awọ. Ile anya n'aka nne m, anyị hụrụ army checkpoint nọ ebe anwa. Mana ndị mmadụ enweghị ike ịgafe gba straight gaa awọ ma ọ wụ gaa Ọsụmohu. na ihe m chọrọ ime ka ndị Igbo ghọta awụ ihe a ọwụ chọrọ iji ụzọ aghụghọ chụsịsị anyị n'ala Igbo. Kedu ka a ga-eji wee nwee ndị amị checkpoint mana motorist enweghị ike ịgbafe ka ezi ha na ebe ahụ eme? Biko nụ Igbo bụ Igbo, onye ọbụla na-ebe ọ nọ lite jụọ ajụjụ a. Kedu ka a ga-eji were ndị amị wee sara anyị n'ụzọ aseliri mines n'ụzọ ke ndị liri the mines? Ana m akpọ Igbo ebe ọbụla ụnụ nọ, ndị isi Ekenesie, ndị Awọ Ọmụmma, ndị Ọsụmohu, ndị niile dị okirikiri anụnwa a na-akpọ Ọsụ ka unu lite mana ihe mere onwe unu, maka na ihe anyị chọpụtara wụ na ọchịchị ka eji nwayọọ na-achụ anyị. Emechee na Eke ụtụtụ kịta na agbara bọmbụ na Eke Ọbaheze, ebe niile a na-eme ihe enwe army checkpoint. Ana m akpọ onye isi ndị amị General Musa ka ọ leba anya na ihe ndị amị na-eme na East. Ọnwụ na enwere ike inwe army checkpoint ndị mmadụ anaghị agbafe, ọ na ndị amị ama na ndị mmadụ anaghị agbafe, ọ na ha enweghị ike ịjụ ajụjụ kedu ihe kpatara na ndị mmadụ anaghị agbafe. Anyị ga na-aga n'ihu ka anyị gaa Eke Ọbaheze ka anyị weta ọnọdụ Igbo si wee dị na Eke Ọbaheze. Daalụ. Ihe awụ episode 2 na report nyocha anyị ga-enyochapụta na Eke Ọbaheze ebe agbara bọmbụ. So ihe ụmụ nwaanyị a na-agwara anyị ewu, ndị na-ebe ahụ gwara anyị ewu na ọ kakwa mma na ha resign go to faith. Ụta anyị si pụta nebo m si pụta ọ nebo nka bọmbụ agbagbu na ya ọta ya na ụgbọala ya laa ahịa ya arahụ ụra, mana ya gaa nta interview na ụgbọala ya agịda arahụ ụra. N'ihe ha nọwa na ala Igbo kachasị na Ọsụlokwu gọọmenti wee echi pụta hụ ochi gị wee m na-ajikekwe ndị na-eme ihe ha sị m na enwere ndị a na-akpọ ụmụọma na ụmụọma ahụ wo ikwu ha ala kpam. So ndị a krietụrụ a court a group a na-akpọ ụmụ Biafra. Ndị a ka ha ji na-enye excuse na ndị IPOB apụtala kwechie mkpu sị na aka ha anọghị n'ihe na-eme n'ala Igbo. So ihe anyị na-agwa ndị polisi ugbu a na onye ọbụla unu nwedere try ya na ya asụghị unu mee mmadụ apprehend, unu egbuo unu nwede ha ka esi mee ndị Boko Haram, unu aga mee ha arrest ka erehabilitate kwana ha maka ha awụkwa ụmụ anyị. So na ndị a na-akpọ ụmụ Biafra na ikwu ha ala pịam abịa nga ibi nwere m gbuo gị. So na ha ga-ekwu na m ji shike ripọtụ ole m ga-eripọtụ ka mba ụwa nụ n'olu ha. So m wee nọrọ ebe ahụ mee ya bụ ripọtụ, m wee jụọ ha na-enwere ndị nta akụkọ bịara ebe. Asị m na-enwebe ndị nta akụkọ ha hụrụ, mana esi aha anyị bịara na ndị gọọmenti jos bere bịa posi ama ndị TV ajadụ kọva ya, ndị AIT, ndị Arise, ndị Channels. Ha sị m na-enwe ndị TV bịa kọva na ndị pres anaghị atrọt dị ebe a ha bi. N'ihe na nwere ike n'ihe ha nọ n'ebe awụ and anyị na-anụ ihe ahụ n'akụkọ ịma ihe na-eme n'ala Igbo arụ na-eme ihu ya na soshal midia gị chesawashi. Most of ihe ndị a na-eripọtụ uwe eziokwu. Ọ sị a ga-abịa mebie nwee oche nwanna m si mee ihe abịa kpọpụta nwaanyị gbuo ya, otu ya atụrụ elie. So otu a ndị mmadụ were ezi ụjọ na-agbafusi. Unu gaa n'Ọsụ local gọọmenti na enwere some villages ọhịa eruchienia. So ihe ndị amị na-eme ewu ha na-akọnka villages, nke ha kọnkara abịa rụgide ọta atụrụ bọmbụ anụ ugbu a na atọla bọmbụ ahịa dịka ugboro atọ ndị mmadụ Eke Ọbaheze la. Ọnụ anyị ripọtụ go na Eke ụtụtụ nke awụ ndị amị ji aka ha ozi mkpa a na-eti ka ha ji kwụsị. Ndị amị ji aka ha gbaa Eke ụtụtụ ọkụ, gbagbusie ndị mmadụ, chefusie ndị mmadụ, emechaa Eke ụtụtụ. We are challenging onye ọbụla wu onye Igbo ọnụ na-eru n'okwu gwanụ General Christopher Musa ya rezo a committee ka ha nyochaa ọrụ ndị amị nọ n'Ọsụ na ihe ndị amị mere n'Ọsụ ezo dị ezo. Na ihe achọpụtawo ha atọ nkago Eke ụtụtụ na-eshift ha na-aga like this from ebe ahụ Eke ụtụtụ na Ọsụ that side na-abịa agbaala ya ọsọ ya afọzi awọ and that Eke Ọbaheze ugbu a sọsọ ahịa ndị mmadụ na-azụ that area ebe a na-eme buying and selling. So ihe ọzọ anyị na-achọpụtakwa awụ aghụghọ na ugbu a na-agalaga aga gbaa ya bọmbụ gbuo mmadụ ole before ị mara ihe na-eme na maka ihe a na-eme secretly silently nobody reports it, media dey report ya. O megidezie now ndị mmadụ emesikwa Eke Ọbaheze nobody will report it because mgbe enwere nke Eke ụtụ nobody reported it until anyị bidozie etiwe mkpu ya. Anyị na-etikwe mkpu ya na ọ bụrụ na Igbo elite ha mara ihe anyị mere Eke Ọbaheze ebe ahụ ka ha na ugbu a and ha ga-abịa chụwa ndị awọ, ha chụọ ndị awọ ha na-emuvu to isi Ekenesie. Now mgbe ihe awute m then ịnọ n'ụzọ ahụ from awọ to Ihiala emesiene gịnị mesiri ya asị eliri mines I don't hear on social media. I didn't take it serious. I nearly mind so no change. I'm damning on your my Kaga report in a report on your Kagaji. Nearly the minds not that route because we don't have a family in January. Where's me a goal on January? Nearly their minds. I didn't talk you would draw. Governor will hope put them, Ndame, na federal government, no report on nearly the mind, say, and we not touch you, the army when he had a lemon, the tone of bomb, and the name here. Ganeba check him, push your mind, and the mother. I got it. Ghosting in a plan to systematically candy one candy benwell, and I get men the mother attack. No, can't live, everyone damn on ground. Then when they back on ground, mind you, they back window sad the cubo. Okuma said for going the federal government contractor, so outfit had more prayer to Ebubago. So most of the members on Ebubago window to Asari the cubo. Most of them are doing deal. So Anna Aplant Randa, her name move forward. Each community actually secretly. Silently, double actually a move forward, and double actually move now. Ha concago a quote to Tohani Rusinabia. Now, Hana take conca, now a call by Helza now a hindrance because ever I can dem Madono. Now, I continue their business.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu from Alu province of Biafra land, and we are here live and direct. Today, as you may know, is the 12th day of July 2025. Tata bo obocheke. Therefore, our lines are now opened. Our WhatsApp and Signal line remains +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. You can call us and give us your view, but remember, we must never leave or remove our eyes from the goal, because the people that we are dealing with, our enemies, are very resilient and smart, politically smart. That is why they are in charge. There is no automobile. There is no distance. Sorry, I have to. Sorry. Hold on. Just hold on. Let me put my. I changed the password of my Wi-Fi. I forgot to put it in my phones. Please, just let me put it in my phones. Please, let me connect my phones. I'm very, very sorry. Please.
Ọlọlọ nneka Chimeze na-ekwu aka na-ewetakwara ọnọdụ Igbo ebe anyị na ụgbọ ahụ oburu isi ụzọ ebe anyị ga-echikọ ọtọ gawa awọ ile anya n'aka nne m anyị hụrụ army checkpoint nọ ebe anwa mana ndị mmadụ enwere ike ịgafe gba straight gaa awọ ma ọ wụ gaa Ọsụmohu na ihe m chọrọ ime ka ndị Igbo ghọta awụ ihe a ọwụ chọrọ iji ụzọ aghụghọ chụsịsị anyị n'ala Igbo. Kedu ka a ga-eji wee nwee ndị amị checkpoint mana motorist enwere ike ịgbafe kezi ha na ebe ahụ eme? Biko nụ Igbo bụ Igbo, onye ọbụla na-ebe ọ nọ lite jụọ ajụjụ a. Kedu ka a ga-eji wee ndị amị wee sara anyị n'ụzọ aseliri mines n'ụzọ ke ndị liri the mines? Ana m akpọ Igbo ebe ọbụla ụnụ nọ, ndị isi eke na-esi, ndị awọ ọmụmma, ndị Ọsụmohu, ndị niile bi okirikiri anụnwa a na-akpọ Ọsụ ka unu lite mara ihe mere onwe unu, maka na ihe nchọpụtara wụ na ọchịchị ka eji nwayọọ na-achụ anyị. Emechee na eke ụtụtụ kịta na agbara bọmbụ na eke Ụbaheze ebe niile a na-eme ihe enwe army checkpoint. Ana m akpọ onye isi ndị amị General Musa ka ọ leba anya na ihe ndị amị na-eme na East. Ọnwụ na enwere ike inwe army checkpoint ndị mmadụ anaghị agbafe, ọ na ndị amị ama na ndị mmadụ anaghị agbafe, ọ na ha enweghị ike ịjụ ajụjụ kedu ihe kpatara na ndị mmadụ anaghị agbafe. Anyị ga na-aga n'ihu ka anyị gaa eke Ụbaheze ka anyị weta ọnọdụ Igbo si wee dị na eke Ụbaheze. Daalụ. Ihe awụ episode 2 na report nyocha anyị ga-enyochapụta eko bahet ebe agbara bomb. So ihe ụmụ nwaanyị a na-agwara anyị ewu ndị na-ebe ahụ gwara anyị ewu na ọ takwa mma na ha resign go to faith. Ụta anyị chepụta nebo nsepụta ọ nebo nka bomba agbagbu. Yes madam, at least na ya ọta ya n'ụgbọ ana ya laa ahịa ya arahụ ụra. Mana ya grant interview n'ụgbọ ana ya gida arahụ ụra. N'ihe ha nụwa na ala Igbo kachasị n'ọsụ lokal gọọmenti wee echepụta hụ ochi. Gị wee m na-ajikekwe ndị na-eme ihe. Ha sị m na e nwere ndị a na-akpọ ụmụọma. Na ụmụọma ahụ wo ikwu ha ala kpam. So ndị a create a cult, a group a na-akpọ ụmụ Biafra. Ndị a ka ha ji na-enye excuse na ndị IPOB apụtala kwetie mkpu sị na aka ha anọghị n'ihe na-eme n'ala Igbo. So ihe anyị na-agwa ndị polisi ugbu a na onye ọbụla unu nwedere try ya na ya asụghị unu mee mmadụ apprehend unu egbuo unu nwede ha ka esi mee ndị Boko Haram unu aga mee ha arrest ka rehabilitate kwa n'agha maka ha awụkwa ụmụ anyị. So na ndị a na-akpọ ụmụ Biafra na ikwu ha ala pịam abịa nga ibi nwere gbuo gị. So na ha ga-ekwu na m ji chike ripọtụ ole m ga-eripọtụ ka mba ụwa nụ n'olu ha. So mgbe nọrọ ebe ahụ mee ya bụ ripọtụ mgbe jụọ ha na-enwere ndị nta akụkọ bịara ebe asị m na-enwebe ndị nta akụkọ ha hụrụ mana esi aha anyị bịa na ndị gọọmenti jọsụbere bịapụsị ama ndị TV ajadụ kọva ya ndị AIT ndị Arise ndị channels ha sị m na-enwe ndị TV bịa kọva na ndị pres anaghị atrọt dị ebe a ha bi n'ihe na nwere ike n'ihe ha nọ n'ebe awụ and anyị na-anụ ihe ahụ n'akụkọ ịma ihe na-eme n'ala Igbo arụ na-eme ihu ya na soshal midia gị chesọwashi most of ihe ndị a na-eripọtụ uwe eziokwu ọsọ a ga-abịa mebie nwee oche nwanna m si mee ihe abịa kpọpụta nwaanyị gbuo ya otu ya atụrụ elie. So otu ndị mmadụ were ezi ụjọ na-agbafushi unu gaa n'Ọsụ local government na enwere some villages ọhịa eruchiene. So ihe ndị amị na-eme ewu ha na-akọnka villages nke ha kọnkara abịa rụgide ọta atụrụ bọmba a n'ugbu a na atọla bọmba ya dịka ugboro atọ ndị mmadụ eko ọba ha ezela ọnụ anyị ripọtụ go na eko ụtụtụ nke awụ ndị amị ji aka ha ozi mkpa a na-eti ka ha ji kwụsị ndị amị ji aka ha gbaa eko ụtụtụ ọkụ gbagbusie ndị mmadụ chefusie ndị mmadụ emechaa eko ụtụtụ. We are challenging onye ọbụla wu onye Igbo ọnụ na-eru n'okwu gwanụ General Christopher Musa ya rezo a committee ka ha nyochaa ọrụ ndị amị nọ n'Ọsụ na ihe ndị amị mere n'Ọsụ ezo dị ezo. Na ihe achọpụtawo ha akọ nkago eko ụtụtụ na-shift ha na-aga like this from ebe ahụ eko ụtụtụ na Ọsụ that side na-abịa agbaala ya ọsọ ya afọzi awọ and that eko bahez ugbu a ụsọ ọsọ ahịa ndị mmadụ na-azụ that area ebe a na-eme buying and selling. So ihe ọzọ anyị na-achọpụtakwa awụ aghụghọ na ugbu a na-agara aga gbaa ya bọmbụ gbuo mmadụ ole before ị mara ihe na-eme na maka ihe a na-eme secretly silently nobody reports it. Media dey report ya o megidezie now ndị mmadụ emesikwa eko bahez nobody will report it because mgbe enwere nke eko otu nobody reported it until anyị bidozie tiwe mkpu ya. Anyị na-etikwe mkpu ya na ọ bụrụ na Igbo elite ha mara ihe anyị mere eko bahez ebe ahụ ka ha na ugbu a and ha ga-abịa chụwa ndị awọ ha chụọ ndị awọ ha na-emuvu to isi ekenesi. Now mgbe ihe awute m then ịnọ n'ụzọ ahụ from awọ to Ihiala emesiene gịnị mesịrị ya asị eliri mines. Anyị gụrụ ihe a na social media I didn't take it serious. A na-eli mines n'uche nke m ndị amị nọ ya ma ya aka aga ripọtụ ị na-eripọtụ onye ka ị ga-ajị na eliri mines na that road because iru ahụ agafere ya na Jenụwarị mgbe esi m ya gaa ọrụ na Jenụwarị na eliri ya mines. Ajụjụ m chọrọ ka Igbo jụọ gọvanọ Ewu Hope Uzodimma ndị amị na federal gọọmenti wụ mgbe a na ripọtụ a na-eliri mines ebe ahụ enwekwe na otu ha chi kpọrọ ndị amị nwere n'ihe niile ma ndị na-editonu bọmbụ ma ndị na-eme ihe gaa n'ebe ahụ cheki bipụchie mines ahụ ndị mmadụ agafe. Nke a gosi na e nwere plan to systematically nke ndị Igbo nke ndị Benue wu a na-aga eme ndị mmadụ attack no nke anyị n'ala Igbo wu ebe nwere ndị amị on ground then when they go on ground, mind you, ndị otu asadikubo okwu mana sị dịka ogwuru na federal government contractor ya so outfit ha ji more prep to Ebubago. So most of the members ndị nọ n'Ebubago ndị otu asadikubo most of them are ndị Igbo. So ana plan ndị a ha na-move forward each community actually secretly silently ndị ọbụla achịrị emove forward ndị ọbụla achịrị emove now ha akọnkago eko ụtụtụ ọhịa na-erusi na-abịa now ha na-achị ịkọ nka awụ now eko bahez a na-awụ a hindrance because ebe ahụ ka ndị mmadụ nọ na continue their business.
Welcome back. Sorry, I was trying to update my phone since today I forgot to update it. And once it is updated, honestly, the volume of messages that is coming is blocking the calls until I have to clean up some things. That is what I've been doing. So, our lines are now opened, as I said. Our WhatsApp and Signal line remains +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. I have a caller already. I have callers already. Please, caller on Signal. Mazi Akas, I think it's you. Can you hear me? Caller on Signal.
Thank you for picking my call. May Chukwuka continue to bless you, give you the strength for you to continue to do this job, because sometimes it's not easy. These are one of the reasons. One time our leader, just stopped broadcast on half of the way.
In middle of the yes.
The mindset of our people and the way our people reason sometimes in this struggle that we are fighting. But nevertheless, you used to say, Mazi Jonathan, come and go on ma to for him, ma born ma to train him, and this is the mantle of this struggle. We shall never abandon this struggle because of the myopic of our, myopic mindset of our people, or the people who are trying to drag us back in this race that we are in. We will not stop. Fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, Mazi Jonathan, I hope I'm coming out loud and clear.
You are. Go on, you are.
Mazi, am I coming out?
Mazi, go on, you are coming out.
Mazi Akas, I'm calling from Austria and I'm serving the indigenous people of Biafra as IPOB. Opportunity also to thank IPOB worldwide, most especially GOS led by Mazi Chinedu and his lieutenants, and all the national coordinators and IPOB all over the world that gathered once again in Malaga, Spain, for the Diazin opening. That shows that we are not giving up on what we are doing. The more the enemy is trying to stop us, the more we're doing wonders for them to know that IPOB is unstoppable. We are one big family all over the world, and the world knows us that what we are fighting is for the freedom of the people who want to be free. Mazi Jonathan, all that you have said this evening, it is really mind-blowing that at this point in time, after we fought this Ruga earlier 2021, 2022, let's say from 2019 till the time now, I was trying to force the whole Nigeria to create a Ruga. And when the people trying to realize themselves, Mazi was shouting on top of his voice, telling our people the reason why we should not allow this to happen. This is Fulani want to conquer the whole Nigeria, most especially Ali Igbo. When the people trying to realize what we are shouting on this Radio Biafra, he turned it to river this thing. We shouted and shouted. Now, just as you said, they want to still use a Yoruba man to create the same thing. The people refused during the time of the dead Buhari. Today, a Yoruba man wants to give ranches. And at the end of the day, that the same ranches now, the so-called idiotic governors or politicians of Nigeria want to create, because the Fulani have killed people in Nigeria that everybody now is afraid of. The minority, the people that came from Sahel, have killed people in Nigeria that even people are afraid now, want to give them the same thing that we have been shouting that we will not allow it to happen. Just when this righteous now, just as you are saying today, 11 states want to give them these ranches. in the guise of Ruga, because at the end of the day, it's in Ruga. And there's no place that you give these people to stay. At the end of the day, they will be expanding. You give them one small acres of land. Before you know, they will be the same thing they do to Lord. And we're not just give our own land for these people for ranches. Before you know, they expand, pushing villages out of their own land. Even not only that, killing them and burying their body, burying them inside the place they are staying in Lobanta. You remember how many cops, how many heads cops they find out when this new governor of Abe State came, this our new governor that is doing great now in our land. What we are saying is that Mazi, they can, you see, now IPOB, we are very intelligent people. Before you see any dirty governor in our league, but Pataku nonsense against his own people. Oh my God, there is something they want to use him to do. If this idiotic man that IPOB, I have a sense, also a professor. We ask our people to make sure we vote him. Let's see, Today he's putting when the whole Nigeria have noticed what is happening, that Fulani is killing. Everybody in Nigeria knows that the problem of Nigeria is Fulani. But they government, because they want, he's fighting to get a second time. Just go outside there, condemn your own people, who will give you the chance after Nigeria for you to tell vote who they want to give, they give it. And we had the election in Nigeria. But we will use this one to tell this Solunkata, this Solunkata not Soludo, because there is nothing like Udo in his life. If we can stand up in America and in London, you know what? They would be when I buy 99.999%. I should what this guy. I will see how an American to put this man again in. It can never happen. If this man succeeded to come back again, he will hand our land back to Fulani to do righteous in the guise of Ruga. And it's not going to happen. We will never allow any inch of Biafran land for Fulani to come there to do any righteous. Again, man, I'm a little Mazi, we have died in this struggle. And then anyway, we must continue to do what we are doing. Mazi Jonathan, thank you so much for what you are doing. We are not going to stop. We are not going to stop until we fulfill this mandate that you have put in our hand. Biafra is the last stop. If not it, we are all finished in Nigeria. There
were Mazi. We must continue. The enemy is no more at the gates, they are inside. Caller on WhatsApp, please go on. Thank you for waiting, for holding out. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Caller.
Can you hear me, Mazi?
Mazi, go on, please, go on.
Oh, okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mazi. My name is Sirimeno Kekikigoziremu, calling from Italy. Mazi, I wonder, when you read the history of European conquering Africa, you wonder how people who came with a boat or ship, whatever they came with from the sea, you know how little people who can be in a ship, we come to a country and they conquer them. Then it will be imagine how possible this could happen. But you will realize that the people help to conquer themselves. It is people that rise and conquer themselves and become slaves in their land.
They first of all came that, they are doing business. They let us buy and say, just the same way Fulani, they are selling cows. We breed meat. We need a place to ranch. We need they give you sell, you make money. From there, they are consolidating. That is how the Europeans did. Mazi, go on, please. Go on.
Mazi, it is very terrible. It is very terrible. As indigenous people are sleeping like morons. And when you talk, sometimes when I look at them in TikTok, when they talk their way, hey, Igbo this, Igbo that, and is Yorubas and at the forefront of doing this, convincing other indigenous people to attack the Igbos, who is the last line of defense or against these people, against the Fulani invaders and the Fulani conquest. You understand? Because Yoruba people are very weak. Them too came to that land place they are. It's not their place. That is why they don't want to fight. You understand me now? Look at what is going on now. Slowly, these people will take over, and as soon as they take over, there's nothing we can do. But the thing is that we IPOB, because we are the only eyes of our people. If not IPOB, nobody will know. Even people will be sleeping, doing business, and all this thing will grow. When you come back to your land, they will ask you, will ask you, who are you? IPOB must stand their ground and continue doing this media exposure. Because there's nothing like else we can do. If we are at least able to make like 30 or 40% of people rise up, we will defeat them. Look at Soludo. Soludo opened his mouth and condemned his own people just because of power. You have been there for 4 years and you have done nothing, and you want to be another 4 years again. What are you doing? You want to govern by force. Who are you governing? Mazi, you see these people. We must rise, and how wish our people will anywhere Soludo went to campaign. People should have studied him. Stone that idiot, but they cannot do it. Instead, they will start clapping, giving him some names. Because I don't know what is wrong with us. We have sold our conscience that even ordinary pure water, people will praise you and vote for you. But let me stop here because I'm short of word. I swear, I cannot just imagine what is happening.
There were Mazi. That is it. We must continue to awaken our people. That is the only thing, the only solution for our people to awaken. Just like you say, I don't know what Igbo did to the Yorubas. I think most of the Yorubas got the message from Britain that they should make sure not to work with Igbo politically. That is it. That is why they gave them preponderance. The Fulani, they gave them a little advantage. Seaport, airport. So they always tell them, if you disobey us, we will build the seaport in Igbo land and you are gone. Lagos will be gone. That's the only thing they want to, they always hold them hostage with. These are the tactics of a colonizer. It's not medicine. It's not a medicine. It's not a juju. It's a political strategy. You go and favor one of your brothers, and they use him to, hold everybody hostage. Look at a Mekofor. He's saying he's a Fulani made. That Fulani made him what he is today. So he must always be obedient to them, loyal to them, against his own people. It's a media. It's a colonization tactics, a conqueror's tactics. Very smart political move, and they use it. It's working. So it's not a juju. Let no person tell you that, look, it's a juju. They hypnotize us or indigenous people. No, it's not like that. It's not, because once you accept that this is mystical powers or something like that, now you'll be looking, the solution you'll be applying is a fake solution, beating about the bush. Okay, you go also mystical, or you pray, you this and that as solution. It is not. It is the only thing they use is a political strategy that is working. That is it, nothing more. So you have to also develop resilience and a type of political strategy that is also working to counter them. That is what we say here. That is it. That is why I always go on religious teachings to remove us from this superstition. There is nothing like mysticism, this and that. No, nothing. It's a physical solution to our physical problems. Nothing more. So that you use your brain, you scratch your brain, you reason and use it to work. Use it to do to have a counter political strategy that will be working for us. But when you always push into mysticism, it's occultic, it's mysticism. Now, what is the solution, you ask? Okay, you have to pray more to come out. Does it make sense in this 21st century? No. It's deception, which we are trying to run away from. That is it. Now, a caller on, is it WhatsApp? Please go on. Caller on WhatsApp, I think it's WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, please go on. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Mazi. Good evening.
There, Mazi.
Asim kudo chupu kabla mandirege kununi na seka ala Biafra dema.
De kurage.
Biko afam ko Mazi rapulu chuku mire esim na my location abo. What I want to tell my brothers Biafran all over the world is that the problem we have is our politician. Our politicians have sold us. My own state, as I speak to you right now, Enugu State, task force are now collecting money, illegal tax from our fathers who are palm wine tappers, ordinary palm wine tappers. This task force, they go with militaries. Imagine an old man that don't know what else to do. He decided not to steal, not to do bad. He's tapping wine. Our government have authorized the military to go and be collecting tax of 200 naira per gallon. But our people, after listening to everything, they just forget. Look at what they fight for. They go to another man's land, they buy land, acres of land, they are proud of it, saying that they are the king of what, and what, I don't know. What I want to tell my brothers and sisters all over diaspora, and especially those in Biafra land, this politician, starting from the lower, maybe the chairman of your own community to the president of Nigeria, they are all, I don't know the word to use and qualify them because I speak with anger, but I try to control my emotion. But these people, they are clean. If you find any way to give them injury, anything you can do to them, they are our main problem. Minus them, our problem is solved. It's high time our people have to stand for their rights. And again, let me talk about our people that act movies. I saw one of our brother, I will mention his name because I saw it on Israel. Madoka Sylvester, I think, yeah, the one that is he called Shinarambo. I saw him on Facebook one day. His life is started. I can see from the video that he's suffering. I couldn't wait. The annoyance, I couldn't wait to listen, but the head of this thing is that he went to Ebukobi prayer ministry ground asking for, like, our people have no faith in their movie that affect them personally outside behind the screen. I don't know. They claim that they are graduates. If you look at them, they brag that I don't know, but they take rules that destroy their image for a lifetime. I saw one write something on his page, say that he started rejecting some roles from Nollywood. What is it called? Because the thing is affecting people, call him thief behind the screen, and they believe he's a thief. Yes, they will do that because that is what you act always. You show how perfect you are in the criminality. What do you tell people? I don't know. Our people should start behaving like normal human beings, not like animal that the politicians have placed them and think that they are. So my people, I don't have much time. I have delayed much time of this as a holy family, I would like to drop it here. If I continue to speak how I feel, I don't think today will be enough for me. Yene kukudo Chineke diri Biafra nine ma nwoke ma nwanyị, especially ndị na-achọ maka ọdịmma nke Biafra. Asị na Biafra ka anyị ga-enwerịrị and ishakọ.
There. Caller on WhatsApp, please go on. Meanwhile, the signal line is also working. Some people you can call on signal, please. Caller on WhatsApp, please go on. Can you hear me?
Yes, Dede Jonathan, I can hear you, sir. Dede Jonathan. On one work, I come from Aba province, Biafra. And one more. Biafrans. Dede Jonathan, the Kuchakwala, you. Am I not talking to go? Dede Jonathan, I arrogant. I have one that Dede Jonathan. I have one. Dede Nnamdi Kanu are important. Oh, they're important. And the Biafra freedom, every Biafra is very, very important. So that anywhere, as long as I'm saying one for Biafra, and person you can't present a very man. But Dede Jonathan is joking here. Oh, plan religion in Conga Kushita, on shining like a farmer. 18. Dede Jonathan, to come in a Kushita. Uchame format so you have kusala. Dear pride, now here who make no harm. Omendozo. 12 o'clock game. Then Pabia Pida quite this time. That was deep. That to come in at 12 o'clock. I'm working a last letter, Jonathan. Come on, you want one. Okay, Shaka. That's for white man to give me English then. For my people are pretend. Okay, not these governors. Useless leaders. Biafrans, anywhere you do, salute that guy 18. It's a guy quarter. Also, boy, nonsense. Dede Jonathan, salute to Canada, Maryland. Now, America of 4 people, 99% to 0.9. 90 no one in the Buanga. Some of the Ghana piano November. Piano challenge to some way. 18th of this month. Only new level governors. Maintenance. Nonsense. Which kind of service? I want Muchinaka. Oh, I had I never felt you don't know. I'm not broke. That's not an inquire for I got that's take a blast in Haka force. I make I'm on Totabuka. Can't put in the note to Chikanga. I a broker. On your move. Owner of everything. Chika on your move. That is Jonathan Opanon. Let me let you know about the position man the police represent tight. I must put the language I am at. I think in I don't follow. I will get a picture here. That's the is a show. I have put it as when only the bishop for no conjo. My call one, okay, the first decision of the law last days. They only honor to make a cocoa. That Jonathan, other than the kind of Jesus Christ. I'm going to get disputing. Can't get disputing no one. I challenge. And look, that's what the church come out of the Bible. My come work with the sort of friends outside. That's the time so because give us some target to Jonathan. Only let the governors, appear at it, how punishing a man doesn't need it. Can we say about that? And the quote the trace of the $100. I tell the Jonathan Akusha Hekabit. Obugabuya. I can't kneel. Then Jonathan, I don't feel it. Oh, I'm dead and 10% to that try. I'm not about you what. I'm for kind of the thing
thank you, Mazi. Thank you. Caller on signal. Can you hear me? Caller on signal.
I can hear you, Mazi. Good evening.
Mazi Chris. There were.
They were watching the Chinedu. They made it easy. What we are doing is not an easy. It's not an easy thing. Compared to the situation we find ourselves and the kind of people we have to in manner which our people reason. It's not easy at all, honestly. Not easy at all. You have said it, even those called themselves the politicians. This audio you play about a Yoruba man is the person speaking on that line. He make it very clear on the national television and saying, he called even press, the gentlemen and press, they were all there. He called them and said to them that listen to what Ahmadu Bello said and they should rise up and do something to secure their country. But they look around, even the Igbo politicians, are we not conquered today? We are conquered. And they never allow us to rule over them. What do you mean by when somebody says, never you allow them to rule over you? As Igbo might become the president of Nigeria since the creation of Nigeria, the answer is no. Are we being conquered? Yes. The resources we have in our land are being gained by other people. The Fulanis are taking oil wells in the whole. You know what? The problem these people create, when I begin to imagine it, I become insane. The whole of the oil pipe that from Ubuta area and from Imo State, Orange and all this area was buried on the ground, and they came out on the sea land of what they call the Niger Delta, and that thing put confusion in the head of our people. Those that don't know, but they think that the whole of oil came from their place, and this oil is what causing the problem of Nigeria till today. And the Fulanis have the whole oil wells. Everywhere they have oil wells, Fulanis have the majority. So this sign of a conquered people. There's nothing to talk. We are being conquered. But my hunger is that we till tomorrow, they are still building their storage in our land. And like you said, until we rise up to become a social nation, as Pluto go to America and top the rubbish, getting to Anambra State, we will see it very hot. I think that will be when we begin to have a solution. But now, nobody know how to be honestly. Because look at someone like Sorodo went to America. And I said that, and I want to show you this opportunity to thank the leadership of IPOP. I also said that we must have a press release over that useless comment, and I saw our press release, which is very, very important, letting know that we decode these intentions and how we want to go to America and they stop our people. But I don't know exactly what is wrong with our people in America. I was waiting for such a occasion in Europe here to see all these politicians. Maybe I'm aware they came. I will ask them questions there that will disgrace them forever. But those are brothers in America. I don't know. Only what they do is to seek for contact, how to contact Soludo. Tomorrow they have a hope. Maybe you go back to the Congo for as Obiano did. I thought that you will come back from America to make things better for yourself. After you have ruled, the same day you run away, come back to America.
Mazi, America is the capital of greed for our people. I am telling you with every Saturday, the greed capital of the whole world. Our people there in America. That's it.
Undoubtedly, there's no doubt. There's no doubt about it. Everything we have seen, those that came even from America, they all maybe something like Texas and Boston. That's where they gathered to come back. That's where they always hold meeting for politicians. And what we did in Europe here to counter some politicians in Europe here, P2B came here during his campaign. We heard that P2B came. We went there to welcome him as IPOB. He ran away. He didn't come back and show up in that occasion again. So I was expecting such a thing to happen in America. I have never seen such a thing in America. Only because they have interest to become maybe a senator or become one thing or the other. My brother, as long as we're going to attack this. This money we're looking for, where are you taking that money to? Where are you taking that money to? At the age of 40, that is where the life will end. At 50, 60, do you begin to avoid eating some certain things? You don't eat this. God, doctor will tell, don't eat this, don't eat this. This world we're living today, that is full of manufactured food, not natural food. You eat and drink beer and all this, you get off sugar in your body. So what are you going to do? Here in Europe, I used to say, there's no time we Igbo people begin to trying to make sure that we build a house for our children or build a house for. Look, during my time when I was about 7, 8 or something, I was very keen. I saw people build bungalow that night. But 2 rooms by the side, the other 2 rooms by the side, and the parlor at the center. That's the running house today. But if you go to the villages today, those houses now, we see them as old houses. It has no impact again. Maybe as a house where somebody they could maybe. Is that what our people will keep themselves to build house? The house we are building today, we are living today, very fantastic, fine. But in the next 50 to 60 years, all moribund. It will go out of the model. So our children will build their own house again. Even in Italy, yeah, some people labor themselves. Some Italians labor themselves to buy a house to keep the house for their children. And when the parents die, the children will sell the house and take the money, go for honeymoon in America. This is what their parents have labored for many years. The same thing occurred to us. Why should you be packing money? What are you going to do with this money? Just case down you can. I will want to know inside the OG. So chop it around them. Unganga in the show jail, especially they come how more yamunka on any too much. And that is why we never descend from our character. We have multiple problems in our life. But let us be trying to preaching as you are doing so, talking to our people. Maybe in the next 5 to 10 years, we will get majority of the people that listen. But in other words, my brother here, we avoid ourselves. We don't go to our relatives. We don't even come close. In any small mistake, we quarrel. But we are living in under mass container. You never want to go back. Go back to your country. You refuse to go. So I don't know how we begin to elevate our people's reasoning. This Radio Biafra to me is not even enough. From there they get enlightened. You know the ones that are buying a every region all over the world, Union, everywhere, no impact. I call somebody from Africa, this country very Sicily, very close to South Africa. He's the chairman of Igbo people in that area, and I asked him, what? Instead, they closed the meeting on this December. I said, what's the impact of that meeting? What are you people doing? What the impact it brings to our villages? The highest thing they do, how about the open borehole, one hall. The hall in around every kilo. The next thing is a little bit only behind the hall. But what is that? What's the need of that hall? To do what? No political impact, nothing that they will advance our living collectively, not even within a village. As you said before, you go to some southern village, you see they can security car, they can here in Europe. Somebody can hear, a policeman here can contact, just make a signal. The one in other places will get the information immediately. They'll begin to looking for that person. So if something happens in our Lord, how do you communicate with those in our mama? This political ideology we have, or those ancient archaic one we have, doesn't synchronize with the modern political dispensation. So Ndibo must wake up. We must wake up. Our problem is that we are not waking up. Ndibo must wake up to face our problem. In other words, as I'm here, I'm also pay part of it. When I told them that if Buhari took over, Buhari would destroy Nigeria. And they say, hey, no, you don't understand politics. Okay, today I have understand politics. If you send €1 to Nigeria now, you know how much it is. If it doesn't worth anything, it worth next to nothing. Nigerian money. It's meant you are buying 1,000 naira, it's not 9,000. It affects you. Whether you know Budo Ibo or you know, it that is the reason why you have to wake up. In America, in London, wherever you are, it affects you directly or indirect. You have people at home, you send money for them. How much do they buy for their food? You see, we try our best to make sure that we educate our people, but for me, not being, can I far from the reality. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
There were Mazi. We must continue. It's not easy, but we must continue. This Igbo union everywhere, but no impact, no cohesion, no central cohesion. This country, Igbo union, they don't have any contact with the other country, nothing. Only on they may hear us, they want us. It is an outdated system. Let us know it. It is an outdated system. And it can never help us. Mazi Obasi, please hold on. Let me take this caller. I have been here before you. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
Yes, Jonathan. There were
Mazi.
Jonathan, I really appreciate you. Your wonderful program. I love it actually, and I learn a lot from that. If you want to have a sense, you have to download Radio Biafra. I'm Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because actually, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and you guys teaching, all of us collectively will be so stupid. And either you believe it or not. And most of us right now that have waken up, to help our race, we have to do more. Mazi, what is going on right now? Nabai, and then the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What's in America here? It was planned from here in America, and they succeeded getting him in Kenya. And now, if you remember the fact that Oyendu came to California to tell Igbo World Congress that they are coming, and then all of them start to question him. Joazie get passport to Igbo man things, and now Soludo fled away from Nigeria to Maryland to vomit shit from his mouth, criticizing his brothers. So I didn't just do right now. All those killings in Benue, Enugu, Imo State, that people are testifying that this is Fulani. So how did it come from Fulani now to Ndibo youth? That's my own question. When I say that the Igbo man behavior is really disgusting, I'm not trying to insult any person, but if before that was behaving like that, being so selfish, which I know I never behaved like that. Now, since I started following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, listening to Radio Biafra, I become more reasonable. I become having a feeling to see our place to be a better place. You see, let me tell you, it's not like Fulani are more smarter than us, or they are smart actually. But I know that in the black race, we are the most intelligent people in the Igbo. But our own turn to stupid because we don't use it collectively. We use it as individual. on your own motor that he believes he has arrived. Now, you watch almost of what plan is playing right now. Who taught them how to play this game? Is only West. And our people never know what we have. But you have ever think that we have a lot of things to live as the people alone without even traveling to Asaba or even Benin to go and look for a great passion or Stanley. You understand that Igbo land is more special than many things in this life. But all of us want to travel now, Japa. You see, people in America here, living here now for 4 years, I will tell you more better than anybody at all. Because I'm on my street. I will tell you how people reason. People working here for a long time here, 20 to 10 years, 15 years, they're not normal again. They can't reason like you. They're not human again. Because you know why? The pressure has damaged their brain, how they reason. And that is actually the truth. So either you believe it or not. So for this man to come to America here and then, try to show his power as a governor, talking rubbish from his mouth, because the people here are so desperate. They need money. They can save their mom even because of money to pay bills. So that's the only thing. So the only thing now we have left right now is the IPOB under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And we that have waking up right now, we have to be more stronger and more united to do the right thing. Let me tell you, we IPOB, in the mind of all of us individually, we are so bitter. We are so bitter in our mind that if they give us go ahead to do things, we will do it, and they will do it perfectly. But we are following our leaders, so that we follow their way of doing things. And at the end, that you declare that it will result for something else. Now you will say Nikki and Anya. Let me tell you, most of us that the IPOB are released to even to die. You had one to kind of. You had to have a Hondo. We're not even living normal life. You can imagine Mazi. Let me tell you what you guys doesn't know. Do you know that everything in Biafra land, from any single tree, I feel only from the Biafra land, it's a medicine in humanity. It cures a lot of things. That's why Honey will never resist that. How can the military destroy crops? How can the military destroy all the whole farms in Biafra land? True Fulani. But if they succeed, you can imagine here in America right now, go and back now, time of fresh corn. Now, if you go everywhere in the US right now, you see fresh corn in Walmart everywhere right now. Just go and buy it right now. Yeah? Go up, remove the peel. Go in my house for 1 day, 2 days, or more. That's the GMO. That is poison. And we have what it takes. But now, people don't want to, come together and save that piece of land. But let me tell you, I believe that we'll get it right. So I people all over the whole world, let's support Chinedu, because his program is really touching. If you are more reasonable with me, you see that now that program alone can wake you up. Let's gather ourselves and support him, because he's doing a wonderful work to make us to win. Because you see the game this platform is playing is hardly for most of the stupid Igbo people to understand it, except in the IPOB. We must not say that we're 7 steps ahead of Fulani. Let me tell you, it's now I believe that. Because if it's not because of the teachings from Radio Biafra, we will not know anything. You see, they are using the power they have to manipulate our people so that they can get everything done. That's why they are doing everything so fast. So before they will bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because they know if they bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he doesn't fucking give a damn. He will give one order. No matter what happens, even if he takes life, he doesn't even care. That will be done. That's why they put him there. This is why our leadership just keep quiet. Is not trying to do the right thing so that they will not have where they can justify who and say like, this is what leadership I have done, to judge Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That's why we just keep quiet. But let me tell you, Fulani, to take us time, more 1 year, 2 years more. If Biafra comes, we will drive them anywhere in Biafra land. If it makes us more angry, we will take more Sokoto out to Biafran land. Believe me, they don't even know that. Because Fulani never won any war. They can't win any war. They don't have that intelligence. It's not about giving them AK-47 to attack all the villages. But let me tell you, 100 Igbo man that determined to do something will do something that is nobody.
There were Mazi.
Let me leave it here, please. I'm Nigerian, sorry. Yeah?
There were.
Yeah, thank you.
There were.
Yeah.
Mazi Obasi, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you now.
There we go on, please. Mazi Fanyi, please, I will come to you. Hold on. Mazi Obasi, go on, please.
Thank you, Mazi Jonathan, and good evening to you and everyone listening. My name is Mazi S.C. Obasi. As usual, I'm calling from Ghana. Today I just want to speak to some of us that I have placed in certain category so that we can re-evaluate what it means to be in those categories that some of us have unconsciously or in our subconscious mind placed ourselves, and how it impacts our journey to freedom. You know, Mazi Jonathan, you said something during your broadcast that we are not yet radicalized to the point that we do things that people will be scared to make certain statements, certain unguarded statements. When I heard that statement by Soludo, I was livid. I was mad. And I know so many of us are mad. So many of us were angry. But there isn't much we were able to do or we can do for so many reasons. Some of us are limited by resources, some of us by location, some of us we just don't have the heart to do what it takes. And that brings me to this point. You hear people saying that I believe Biafra must come. That Biafra must come. I really have issue with that statement when we make it. When we say Biafra must come, it gives me this feeling of a people who are convinced in their belief that something will happen, but they don't know how, when, or they have no role in it. It gives me this feeling of a belief that is rooted in the hand, in some mystic or in some unseen hand that is going to just make that thing to happen. We also have a group that desires Biafra to come. They look at Nigeria and the system, and they just shake their head and just hope and wish and desire and imagine how Biafra will look like when it does materialize. But none of these feelings, none of this conviction is able to make Biafra to become a reality. It is when we understand that the realization of Biafra is dependent on our actions, on our commitment, our involvement, our contribution, our sacrifices, our unity of purpose, our conscious and consistent action, our conscious and consistent contributions, our conscious and consistent sacrifice. When we understand that that is what is required, our attitude towards Biafra's restoration will change. When we sit there and just believe that Biafra will come, we make it look like there are some specially selected people somewhere who are going to make it come, or who are going to make it happen. Yes, there may be, but what stops you from being part of those special people? Why do you think that your own responsibility is to simply be a spectator? Why do you think that you were ordained to be a spectator in this journey of self-preservation through the restoration of the sovereignty of Biafra? Why do you think that your only role as a Biafran, that you whose belief and understanding is that somebody somewhere will do it? Why do you think you were created and you are alive at this time in the history of our journey just to be a spectator? Why do you think that some other people are there that they are going to contribute money, but your own money is for Isiazu and Nkobi? Why do you think that that is your own calling? What is it that makes you believe that there is a savior somewhere and you cannot be part of the disciples and apostles and the elders and the missionaries and the preachers and every other people that makes up that institution, that team that ensures that what we are looking for will be realized? In every football team or soccer team, as some may call it, there are indeed the first 11. No doubt about that. But there are people in the bench. There are fans who make sure that the club is being run by buying tickets to go to matches. You think when Arsenal spend money, Madrid spend money, and all these Barcelona spend money to buy players, that they get that money from crude oil? Or they get that money from what? They have people who are making sure that the club is running. They buy tickets day in, day out. They watch the matches. They do everything. They are part and parcel of that club. It is the money that they spend in buying those tickets that ensure that the club buys the best player, that ensures that they are able to win trophy every season, that ensure that they stay on top of their league. Don't just sit back somewhere and say, I'm a Madrid fan, and you don't contribute anything, and you want your club to buy the best player in the world. It doesn't happen like that. No team, no club just goes out there and win a trophy merely by desiring to win it. No. They train. They spend money to buy the right players. They have money to treat players who are injured. They ensure that they spend money in everything that is needed to ensure their success. They don't just wish and desire their way to success. And that is how I can liken this to our own journey, our own struggle. Every single Biafran must not just sit there and believe that it's going to happen, or just desire it as the El Dorado of this our generation. No, we must participate. If you don't have money to give now and you are part of us, at least come and give us your own ideas. Be part of it. Be actively involved. Spend your money. Spend your time. Sacrifice. That is what is going to make this thing happen. Talking about it every day and gossiping about it and acting as if you know geopolitics more than every other person, talking about Russia and everybody and Burkina Faso, is not going to make Biafra happen. We need to spend. We need to get involved. We need to get active. Don't just sit somewhere and listen to the broadcast and just go to Facebook and listen to gossip and then go to sleep, believing that some people somewhere will make it happen. It's not going to happen like that. We must all contribute our quota. We must all involve. We must all bring in what we can to make sure that this thing becomes a reality. There were Mazi Jonathan, and greetings to all that are listening.
There were Mazi. Caller on signal. You have been there. Thank you for holding on, Mazi. Fine, I think. Can you hear me? Please go on.
Am I coming out?
Yes, Mazi, go on. Mazi, are you there? Mazi Ifani.
Am I coming out?
No, Mazi, I don't know.
Am I coming out?
Your voice is so inside. I don't know what happened. Can you talk to the phone direct, please?
My name is Mazi.
Mazi, your phone is very far from your voice, or it's very tiny, your voice. I don't know why.
Out now.
Yeah, go on, please, go on.
Hello? Am I coming out?
Mazi, go on.
All right. Please, sorry for taking your time. My name is Mazi Fine, calling from the location. Mazi, you have said everything. You have said it all. But I want to talk to our people. If we then can listen. I know that our people have been shouting. Mostly IPOB have been shouting. Our leader have been revealing many things before our enemy capture him. But let me just use this opportunity to tell our people that this is the time for them to come and join IPOB and they put hands together in order to achieve this freedom. Mazi, look at what this Samad Bello, Fulani, after they are flag independent. What they told Fulani after they are flag independent, that they must extend their conquest. And the Fulani never, backslide or try to show a weakness to that message. And they are struggling to extend that conquest even to our land. But the nightmare they have is the emergence of IPOB. If not, even that IPOB is not emerged by now, Fulani will have taken over our land. And that is why they are using military, like what our sister reviewed, the revelation of our sister. And that's why they are militarizing our land here and there with the police, extorting our people from one junction to another. Within just 2 kilometers, you see army checking point and other things. That's the same method they want to use to take our land, because they know that they can never do what they are doing to Benue people to our land. Mazi, that revelation of our sister is is pure truth. It's pure truth. We that is on ground in Biafran land, every blessed day, Mazi, all those things is happening to us. Now they are using our governors, somebody like Towibo, trying to paint our people black, trying to divide the attention of the world where Fulani are. Telling world that Fulani is innocent for all the crimes that they are committing all over Nigeria, killing people. Even Soludo is aware when Fulani rape a woman from Anambra, rape the woman and the butcher the woman, kisses the woman. Soludo can never say that he is not aware. But I want to tell people, let them join hands. And anywhere you are, as long as you are Biafran, whether you are from South, you are from Southeast, whether you are from Igbocha, you are Calabar, you are Biafran. Support IPOB leadership. Support Eastern Security Network. These people, these men is the last hope of our life. They are the last defense of our life. And leadership of IPOB is the last leadership of our life. We must support them. We must support them now, not tomorrow, because the day is dangerous. Mazi, let me leave it here because I'm at work. But we must continue because we can never sleep, we can never rest until we get Biafra.
There were. You too. Thank you. Caller on WhatsApp, please go on. I think you'll be the last call. Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp. Are you there? My goodness. Caller on WhatsApp. Once again, are you there, please? Somebody will call and be waiting, and when his time reaches, you'll be talking, you don't even care. I don't know. So, Biafrans and lovers of freedom, this is where I'm going to end the program. I mean, shut off the phones. We must continue what we are doing. If it is one of our brothers, that is the thing, because there is no other solution, no other way than the hard way. That is it. Just like what our brother Emigre said. This you build mansion. The mansion you build today, in the next 20-30 years, it will be outdated. And even the children will dislike it and say, oh, this is nonsense. Do you see how the world is? Something you spend all your life suffering. Do you see it? That is how the world is. The only thing that can solve our problem is coming together. What I see in Ndibo, in our people, is genuinely, many of us, many of our people, both rich and poor, are pained. They are in pain. Privately, if they are privately, they express pain on what is going, how we are being treated in Nigeria. But the problem is that they feel helpless. They don't know what to do. That is the thing. They don't know what to do to solve the situation. I am telling you, IPOB has offered to us a platform in order to solve our collective problems. Let us profit. Let us do what? Profit. That is the only thing. I say most of our people are helpless. They express genuine anger in the way we are treated, in Nigeria. But for them, they are helpless. What would they do? Let us just leave it to fate. To this destiny. No, it is not our destiny. No, I believe one day, it will be okay. No, that belief is not genuine. Just like our brother Mazi said, when you when you have this type of mentality, You are waiting for maybe a mystical power to come and do it for you. That is the mentality we should change. It's not easy, because that is what we are being bombarded, brainwashed into. That's one day anyway. God continue. God will do it one day. God will not do anything. It is we that will do it for us. There is no God that have done it for any people. It is them. They did it by themselves. I used to say this. They collectively found a working political situation for themselves, and they imbibed in it, and it worked. That is why I always give the Fulani example. There is no mystic or mystic power that they are using. No. Even if they think, like when you see them, for example, you see them wearing charms and amulets, all these are nonsense. It's not nothing. The same way you can wear bangle, it's the same thing. It is not all those things that are working anything, for your information. You know, our people are superstitious. The issue is that they are consistent. They are resilient. They are consistent in maintaining their goal, their initial goal. They have been consistently maintaining their initial goal without removing their eyes. They fix their eyes on the ball. That is it. That is why they are progressing. That is why they are on top. They trick others. They have a system of trick that is working for them. They either use religion, oh, we Muslims, or they use, oh, we unity, one Nigeria, or we not. And it is working for them. That is the only thing. That is why we also need to find a system that works for us, that is working for us. And that is why we are in this struggle. Because we have seen there is no other thing you can do in Nigeria as an Igbo people, as Biafrans, to change Nigeria. No, it cannot work. They will disqualify. They will disqualify you with you are an infidel, and no person will even listen to you. Don't you hear what I say? One Sheikh Sani Yahya Jingi, he said, we Fulani will never forgive the Igbos for the killing of Sadwana. You know, people, they cry more than we that suffered genocide. You know, he said, I say they are using a system of propaganda that is working. When we were sleeping, thinking that the war is over, they continue brainwashing. They put hatred. It become their, their culture. Hatred of the Igbos. They preach it. They instigate it in the mindset of their children once they are being born. Have you heard Igbo? You say these people Igbo, they kill our Sadwa. They grow with it. Why you are telling your children how Nigeria is good, you will, we have to maintain one Nigeria, this and that. These people are busy indoctrinating their children to hate you. As I said before, every action must be met with equal reaction. For it to stop, for that action to stop. Without equal and opposite reaction, it cannot stop. That is why I say we have not reached today. We are still below level in radicalization in this our quest. Honestly speaking, before we preach, we are peaceful, we love life. I hate. If you see how I abhor that preaching now, because that is one thing that we are being indoctrinated with right from childhood. So we now embrace our killers. oh, we are peaceful people. Na chakwam sobu. Chakwam sobu. Kai chodala datun sobu. That is it. Let us start that thing they are teaching their children. That hatred. Let us teach our children to hate them with equal ferocity. So that place they will grow up with it, so that thing that clash can weaken in the most horrible way. That is it. But when these people are teaching their people to hate us, to swallow us, we are teaching our children to be peaceful, love them. Jesus say, if they slap you on one side, turn the other side. That is you endangering our collective lives. Slavery. Selling ourselves into slavery. This world, there is no pity. Do you know that a victim, there is no pity? Have you seen where the lion is pursuing a zebra or a deer, and caught a deer and is playing with the deer, a hungry lion playing with the deer, say, oh yeah, no, don't worry, I will not do anything, let us play. No, he will tear the innocent deer into pieces with no apology, with no feeling, because he have to eat. So when playing all this victim, we are peaceful victims. Do you think that the world cares about you? Do you think that the world cares? They even want you, they want us annihilated, so that at least it will be -1 people in this world. There will be more space for them. This world is about fighting. We need to fight and get whatever we want. Look at how Ahmad Bello indoctrinated their people, because he knew that for him, he knew that, look, the formation of Nigeria in 1960 will distort the vision. He will confuse some of them, say, what are we going to do now? Okay, we are now one Nigeria, let us realize no more conquest. It's okay. He come and say, no, forget about Nigeria. That we should bear in mind, put it in our medulla oblongata, that Nigeria remains the extension of the estate of our great-grandfather Othman Danfodio. You know what? It's a very, very deep word with deep meaning for them. But do you understand it? No? So that they will remain focused, and that focus is yielding fruit today. That is why many states in Nigeria, including Anambra and Delta, has accepted Ruga in disguise. Benue, governor of Benue said he gave hundreds or if not thousands of hectares of land for Nigerian Navy. Do you see that? Nigerian Navy, they donated land. So they tell you that they push some states to make policies that are acceptable, that are how do they put it? Policies that are acceptable. Or let me see. Okay, let me read it a bit. Why some states have allocated lands for ranching, many other states have pledged lands, and a few are developing policies that will guide the initiative as a viable business venture. Are you here? Do you hear it? They will promote a cattle business. They will promote, they will call it meat farming, this and that. They will make it lucrative for you to enter. All are geared at Ruga. I have told you that, look, OIC, Organization of Islamic Conference, Nigeria, it is Obasanjo that openly rectified and put Nigeria into OIC openly. He is a Christian and a non-Fulani, a non-Muslim. It put to an end the whole, crying or cries against or protests against OIC. They want to Islamize us. Now a Christian came and put Nigeria officially, openly, without hiding it. Now, when Goodluck Jonathan took over power, he became the first Nigerian president, the first, to attend OIC meeting. He's a Biafran, he's an Igbo man. And nobody talk. Anyway, which means it's not as we thought, self. So it becomes irreversible. They use non-Fulani, non-Muslim to obtain that which they cannot do by themselves when they're in power. That is how they roll. So how did they achieve this? That's why I tell you, whenever you see any person in power in Nigeria as a president, he is not in control. Mostly non-Fulani. They use him. They give the right agenda for it. Remember, Tinubu saying he didn't have any blueprint during the campaign. The blueprint will be written by others, by those his handlers, those that he is afraid of that they will kill him. So the blueprint, the template, is always written for him. That is why the appointments they made, most of the appointments on strategic places is not made by him. He is not in control of all those appointments. The powers that be, those that he is afraid of, that they will kill him, they are the ones giving them all those people. Look at who you put, so their agenda continues through you. You only rubber stamp, thumbprint, and finish. And Nigerians will be holding your car. You are in charge. No. Do you see how very smoothly Roga is being imposed in states in Nigeria? 11 have accepted, 11 states. Many others have pledged lands. And a few other states are developing policies that will guide the initiative as a viable business venture. And Nigerians are quiet. Do you know why? A non-Fulani is in power. So Yoruba will keep quiet. If any person talk about it, they will gather them to rise to pull you down. You want to destroy Tinubu, you are the Igbo man, or this and that. And after another 4 years, remaining 6 years, after 6 years, Tinubu will go. And now the catastrophe he initiated will be haunting everybody, including them. Do you see how it rolls? Do you see how the Fulani roll? The same system the Europeans use in conquering the whole world. They make sure that they put confusion between clans, between tribes. They increase the tempo of fighting. The people that are doing great today, look at China. When the Europeans, when Britain tried to invade China was in civil war. Even Japan tried to invade. Japan is an imperialist country. He's a colonizer also in Asia. Are you hearing me? China, they were in civil. They were fighting against themselves. China, but they saw the leg of Japan as an imperialist, a foreigner coming to invade them. They have to leave their quarrel. They were fighting, killing themselves. But they send truce. Oh, maturity is good. Africa will never reach that level of maturity where you can boldly remove shame, bring down your ego, go and meet your brother you are fighting and say, sorry, I'm sorry. Let us stop this. We have a common enemy. Don't you see? Even in this struggle, just watch now. How many individuals can come and, can be corrected and they accept it like that? You see, many of these people now for the Orion saga, they are the most indisciplined people in this struggle. I am telling you. Many of them now for the Orion, they are highly indisciplined. They will tell you, no, I do my own thing. I do my own thing. That is another slang, another way of saying I cannot adhere to the rules and regulations. That is the thing. Do you see that? He say, I do my own thing. I'm independent, because they cannot adhere to rules and regulations. And is a primitive character, and is the thing that is bringing us down. How many can come and say, I'm sorry, let us leave this. Sorry, I'm sorry. Please, I am sorry. Let us leave this fighting and face our overall enemy. How many? No, the ego is very high. How can me to come and say sorry? Who found that person? The person they buy data for me? Is they pay my house rent? Is him paying my bills? All this useless Neanderthalic question and ego. And the enemy, you understand? But China, what make a people great is, first of all, mentality. It's in the head. It's in the head. Are you hearing what I'm saying? It's in the head. The people become diehard. When foreigners, China, when the Europeans try to conquer them, no way. Britain fought 2 wars against. It is later in the late 18th century, 19th century that Britain tried to make inroad, occupy a bit of Taiwan. That is the only thing. And people that will survive, you see them right from beginning, and that is why they are doing great. Japan, the same. Most European countries, the same. Asian countries, sorry, the same thing. Look at Vietnam. Diehards. When the first world power, no way. Some people will say no, they were supported by Russia. Do you know some African countries? Why did the Che Guevara run away from Africa? Because he saw that even if you support these people, you will give them guns. They will carry their guns and go give the enemy when they see difficulty. Do you know that? Let me tell you something. Do you know that some countries are seen us as weak? I'm coming to pay now. Come to pay Gayaz. Come to pay Gayaz in Eshimoru. Are you hearing me? So now I'm telling you now. Sometimes IPOB will go to some places. They will reject them. They say you people are weak. You fought war 3 years and run away. If we support you, how do you think you'll be resilient? You put us into problem because we started supporting you. Now you run and discharge and leave us. Some people are not going to hear IPOB now. We hear the leadership now. They use our history to judge us, and they are right. They use our history to judge us. Are you going to resist? If you see death, are you ready to take a casualty? Are you ready to take serious casualty? Oh, you people love life. They will give an example of, look at our people in America. They are, most of them are saboteurs for you. They love working for a foreign country. And they are selfish. They give this report, they know. They say, if we come and help you people, we see difficulty and run away and even implicate us. And we'll be ashamed. So, we are watching you people first. You are not ready yet. What you want, you don't know what you want. Because if you know what you want, you will be more eager. You will be more active. Are you hearing me? That is why I love what Mazi said. When you say, don't worry now, God will do it. I don't like that mantra again. God will not do it. It is we that have to do it. That is it. It is we that have to stop believing that one mystic power will come. No, that is why I hate preaching about mystic. Is mystic power. No, please. It's a deception. Complete deception. Complete deception. Because when you are talking about mysticism, occultic power, you are removing our people's mindset from contributing what they should. You now tell, okay, now don't worry, be more distant in prayer, pray more, so that I will be a solution. Let us pray. Now everybody will actually chaplet, and you are praying, I'm praying. What we do, they do. Do you see the danger? Our people will be pushed back into what we have rejected mentally. And that is why I say there is no only way. The only way is the hard. There is no other way. The only way is the hard way. We face the reality. Vietnam, during the Vietnam War, 1967, I think. Before that, 1962 or something like that to 1975, Vietnam, the Viet Congs, they made up their mind mentally in their mindset. They concluded that we are ready to accept more than 80% casualty. And they concluded, they said, do you know, I can die today? I mean, they are high-ranking officials. Everybody now becomes dead. You know, when you accept death, when you accept death, now that time you start seeing life. I can fall, you can fall, it is nothing. You know, there is a way you put it in your brain, it becomes, once any person falls, it's no more something new. It will not worry you. Another person takes over, he relay. Don't you see in Hamas? You learn or motane in every corner. You know, here on Radio Biafra, I want us to be learning. Not using sentiment. No. Go down and learn. No matter the support, when they say they won't finish also. No, they won't finish also. Now beg. No be if we no be who they are alive or even live in the country. I beg, sign anything. They let us instead, if they say let us move away from Gaza, let us move away. I beg. In our mentality in the Igbo, very weak. Very weak. They want life. And we are dying every day. Somebody that as you are, you cannot go to your father's compound where you are born, in your village. I'm not saying in your town, in your village, and stay there normally as others, as other people in other places, in other countries. Stay in your village, have a nice time. I don't know when you know, come out, stay one day, go visit your kindred people, your village people, move around freely without fear of anything. Can you do that? The answer is no, which means we are in mortal danger. We are dying. Little by little, we are dying as a race. But many of us don't understand it because I know why here. We are trading, we are making business. Are you hearing me? I was scrolling, I watched just this guy, what is his name? B-Lord in Anambra. He was talking about the story. They kidnapped his mother. He abandoned his father's compound where he was born. There, he went to the city and built mansions everywhere. He abandoned, he showed his house. Everywhere. Tell me now, they are taking over our villages. And once they finish taking over our villages, they will start coming to the town. They will start coming to pursue us in the nearest town we are. Are you here? Do you see the plan? Because in the villages, so the roots. Once they finish taking over there, these bad people, bad guys, being helped by the Nigerian army, by the Nigerian police, you see, both Fulani, everything will occupy our villages. Happens here in a town. They work now. They will be cultivating. You cannot come and work them. They will kill you. Do you see the plan? But you don't know. You are pursuing paper money. They are pursuing the land. They are taking over gradually the land. So that if you can no longer go in your village freely, you enter and run away. Enter like Onyoshin, go here in a town or rule on a town. That is the plan. It's part of it. Here we reveal things that are that is why Nigerian government, the Fulani Caliphate, hate IPOB with reckless abandon, because we understand them. But what of our people? Will they learn? No, they are making gain. They are making benefits. They are selling and making gain. Before they will understand what is happening, Akpagoha. But here, IPOB will not accept it. We will not agree. Do you see the difference? We no go agree. Are you hearing me? We will not accept it. We all of us, come on, I in charge, all of us. So this is it. So a word is always sufficient for the wise. We will be revealing things. It is for our people to now listen and learn, to make haste while the sun shines, or continue being in utmost erebus. This is why Biafra remains our religion. Biafra remains our ideology, our vision, our goal is to make sure that Biafra is restored with all or in all truth and honesty, and we shall never deviate. Do you see how the Fulani never deviated since 1804 till today? 221 years and counting, and they are still on top, doing what they are doing. That is the same way we are not going to deviate. Even if we follow or we grow old, others take over the relay, they take over, others take over and continue. The same direction. So stop believing that, there will be a mystical force that will give us Biafra. It is our work, our hard work that will give us Biafra and nothing more. Thank you for listening. From me, Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, from here, it is simply good evening.
Biafra